Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Join guest designers Debbie Bulford and Rachel Norris to explore the endless possibilities of combining polymer clay and wirework. This DVD guides you through a variety of projects and will give you the inspiration you need to create your own designs. Advance your jewellery making and fuse your talents together with this amazing DVD. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Come and join guest designer Laura Binding on our intermediate wirework course. The aim of the course is to enhance your wirework skills and take your designs to the next level. You will learn more advanced weaving and binding techniques which you can incorporate into your jewellery. The full course includes a selection of gauges of wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, a copy of the Wirework Tutorial DVD Edition 3, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and chance to meet the presenters, and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just £79.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Hello and a very good afternoon and the warmest of welcome to all of you who've just tuned in for our Designer Inspiration Show. And for those of you who've already witnessed, I think it's fair to say a little bit of the old marathon this morning, we are stepping up the space and the pace. I think this morning we've been doing a little bit of a walk, and this afternoon we're going to turn it into a run and a full-on sprint to the finish line. I'm joined by the fabulous, can we hear it? Hands clapping is what I'm trying to say. I'm too excited. Gemma and Debbie Bulford, everybody! Round of applause. Here they are. Right, ladies, I'm coming over. They don't know a lot of what's going on this afternoon. Okay, right. The whole point that what we're changing slightly here is we've got both of them. And for those of you who've never met them before, Debbie, you've got 30 seconds. Tell our viewers about yourself and...
Oh my goodness me.
I'm glad you went first.
I've been a guest designer here for about 3 years now. Goodness me, 3 years.
You've only got a few
3 years,
left.
I'm sorry. I do polymer clay and chainmail. Thank you very much. Over to Gemma.
And everything else in between.
Yeah.
And Gemma Crow.
Hello.
And for those people who've never met you before, Gemma Crow designer is amazing.
Been here 2 years.
And it's fair to say, yeah, I've totally put them on the spot, but it's fair to say that Debbie's expertise really, I mean, they're both amazing across the board, but if we were to say, put sort of labels on them, Debbie's expertise, chainmail and polymer clay, and for Gemma, wirework and the felting.
Yeah.
And amazing. And what's brilliant about today is we're going to see 4 mediums and beading all being interacted all together. So when you pick up various different elements, different skill sets, this is going to show you how you can bring all of those together to make truly inspirational jewellery. And we're going to go bang on trend jewellery and...
Are we?
They've prepped it all. Let me show you these bits and pieces. So I'm going to be back over with the ladies in a moment. We are going to set them a challenge which we've never done live on TV before. We've got a brand new aspect to the show today. Now, you've already had a heads up if you watch the morning show. I'm Lucy, by the way. We've got a lot to pack in. You've already had a heads up on some of these, and you've already seen one lot of skills with the bezel set. If you didn't see this morning's show, we're going to have a very, very quick recap, because in terms of the bezel, I've got the cutters in this afternoon's show for you for the bezel setting. We've got the cutters. Now, these are stunningly incredible pieces of jewellery made by bringing in beading, wire, and the wire actually in some of these is a little bit discreet. Can I show this to you? Please send in your text messages. Let us know what you're thinking. Look at this. Now, this is so incredibly impressive. Debbie, of course, is focusing on the polymer clay aspect of those absolutely amazing giraffes. They are just Amazing, amazing. And the technique of the felt with the wire going through to form the actual bangle. Now, to say that is on trend is probably the biggest understatement of the century. If you have a look in any of the magazines, any inspiration off the catwalk, and of course that's what we see filtered down into the high street is inspiration from there. This is what you're going to see. Equally as well, Gemma's gone and done a bangle for us with using memory wire and then the felting. We are just going to go to town on everything. Now, in today's show, you're going to see things that are very on trend. You're also going to see absolute staple essentials. You're going to see price slashes through the roof, and you're going to see some incredible extra little beads. But we want to know how many of you out there have tuned in for today's show by taking a strand of labradorite to under £5 in just a moment. And I'm not talking about any strand, it's a gemstone strand of distinction. I want to know how many of you out there are watching, and if you can text in, please do so to 60777. Now you have the mind of Debbie and you have the mind of Gemma here on live television, ready to answer your questions. If you have any questions about anything that you see or any of the mediums that you have heard us expressing already in today's show, so we're going to be focusing on polymer clay. We also are going to see a little bit of scale mail interacted within today's show. We'll show, you've probably already seen that Gemma's wearing a scale mail piece. Both ladies have touched on scale mail as well, and they're preparing already. We've got so much going in today's show. Today will probably be the most inspiring show that you've ever seen us do, and possibly that has ever been done for jewellery making. Literally so inspiring, so many different elements. Want to see how many of you out there are watching though. Let's do a strand of this quality labradorite. Now we're going to take it to under £5, and it's a case of first come first serve. It's a full 30 centimetre strand. They go for approximately 3 by 1 millimetre, and it's an amazing gemstone of labradorite. The labradorescence on this is stunning, absolutely stunning. The code is NBRU14. You're going to be getting hundreds of beads here, and honestly this gives you the opportunity to get the most amazing deals. Have we has our computer crashed already? We're doing a lot of computer overrides. We've got a lot of you there already on the phone lines. It's going to be going under £5 to kickstart. Now Pip, what sort of price are you definitely thinking about? Because £4.95 is boring, isn't it? £4.95 is boring. Do it. You are watching Jewellery Maker this afternoon, and we're going to kickstart at £3.95 with labradorite. Now that undoubtedly will sell out incredibly quickly at £3.95. If you'd like more than one of those, please do get more than one of those. They are coming in from Madagascar. This labradorite is exquisite, 50 carats, and you can see that we are busy this afternoon. This will be a very fast but truly, hopefully entertaining and very inspiring show. We're going to focus a little bit on animal print. We're going to take it away from animal print as well. And I'm going to do lowest prices ever on, I would say, everything that you're seeing on your screen. We're going to do lowest price ever. We're going to price everything so you buy, shop. It's our mission today to have the most inspirational and the busiest of all of our designer inspiration shows. Okay, we've got less than 30 of those now left in stock. We're incredibly busy. At £3.95, the hugest congratulations. If you'd like to shop on the website. Oh, apparently we're all right with the computer things. It's just my computer screen's being a little bit naughty. That's okay, that's okay. I can go by the seat of my pants. I can swing by the seat. There we go. It's fair to say that we are really busy. Please do make sure you stay with us throughout the whole show, because I can guarantee every few moments there will be the opportunity for a bargain, and there'll be the opportunity to learn. Please text in. We want to inspire you, and so if there's something that you desperately want to know or you've got a question, we can only answer it if we know what you're hankering for. So please do text in 60777. And we've got comments coming in from left, right and centre, ladies, already for this jewellery. What was that? About 4? Text just said, wow.
Oh,
yeah.
That's nice.
Isn't it? So already you're getting things laid out. Now they actually don't know what the central point, the focal point of their challenge is yet. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to be giving our amazing designers, and they are amazing, and I know you shouldn't have your favourites, but I've struck gold today. With this challenge, never been done before on Jewellery Maker, never been done before. So we've got 2 designers with different mediums up their sleeves, and I'm going to challenge them now with the same bundle. They're both going to have the same beads, and at the end of the show we're going to see how two different minds have tackled it. Now they might actually decide to work together on a piece, that's fine, or they might decide not to, but what I can say is we have no idea what is going to happen because they have not seen these beads yet, and I swear to you that has not happened. Please make sure you're checking out your baskets. For those of you who have just bought the labradorite, there is a little bit of a queue on the phone line, so you're answered in the order that you call in. Excuse me, but I can't guarantee you're going to be successful. What I can guarantee is that you're answered in the order that you call in. Okay, today we have got an animal theme underlying today's show. So, ladies, underlying today's show, lion. And myself and producer Pip got really excited before the show. You wouldn't have seen it yet because we put a little advert out on Facebook and it said, "Go for it," with a picture of a gopher.
Oh no. Well
no,
done.
you don't understand how excited me and Pip were about that. We really were. Now, first off,
oh dear.
these are stunning. These are absolutely stunning. The price will be popping up on your screen in just a moment. Look at the hand carving of these. Yeah, let's go for it. Pip, I reckon you can get the price even lower than you thought on these ones, you know. We're just guaranteeing the most phenomenal deals on all of these. So you're going to be getting, I know, aren't they amazing? You see, all I can visualise with these so far is wirework. So the heat is on. The heat is on. Now, I've got to say, ladies, you are more than welcome throughout the show. If you see something else that you want, single strands, you can say, "I'll have that," and we'll give it to you.
Ooh. Ooh. No, that is exciting.
No, Pip's just said, within reason, they can't have everything. You can't have any of the sapphires or the zircon because we're really low in stock. Yeah, we've got sapphires going under £20 in today's show. And zircon going under 50. Okay, maximum of 2 each. All right. He did say 3 immediately. So you're going to get this bundle. You can say, you can nab throughout the show, but you've only got 2 chances each, so be selective. But also, you can use all the polymer clay, you can use all the other findings that we've got in the studio, but what we do need is for you both to use these as sort of the starting point of your designs, okay?
Do we have to make jewellery?
Do you have, no, you don't have to make jewellery.
Okay.
No, no, oh, I'm intrigued. No. Do you have to make, oh, you see, the mindset, so you can, look at them both. They've gone soft focus, look. Now you can see, first of all, you've got, oh, now then. Oh, I'm missing a strand here, am I? I've got 2 of the same strands. I've got 2 of the whales. I've got 2 whales, 2 whale strands rather than a fish. Okay, we're going to get looked into. So we'll take the code off screen. We're going to give the ladies this and we'll actually launch it later. Should we do that? Oh no, we're going to do it. We're going to do it anyway. So you're actually going to get a fish strand, a dolphin strand and a penguin strand. I said whale. I mean whale, not dolphin. Can you tell we're really excited? Everything's like blah. We've got a whale strand, a penguin strand, and we're also going to get a fish strand to you, okay? Let's do it. Let's bring the price in. Let's get these over to the ladies. You can see the little penguins. Aren't they cute? Aren't they amazing? Now, you should be paying, if you were to get all the 3 strands individually, $25.85. They are so on trend. But also, I really like them. Have you seen buttons like this? And they're just really funky applique on cushions and things, which are all animal inspired. And Debbie, with her designs with polymer clay, I mean, goodness, I've seen you doing the end of pen pots, pens, crochet needles. So there's loads of different ways that these can be incorporated in designs, whether you can perhaps attach this to the top of a pencil, or, do you know, there's loads of different ways. Okay, we're going to do a show price today. So we are changing one of the strands. Instead of $25.85, $14.95, and so there's the penguins. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of the penguins, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the whales, and we're also going to be putting a fish strand in there as well for $14.95. 0800 644 655. Pete. Yeah? We're going to get it over to the ladies. Okay. we're going to get Pete to check our other sample for ladies. So I'm going to go over and we're going to have a little chat with Debbie and Gemma, who have only just been given a challenge. So to recap, they're both going to have 3 strands. They're each going to have the same 3 strands, and they can bring over, in fact, I'll join them shortly when we've got the extra strands. So if I pass that over to you, if you can start breaking that one up, and we'll get some more to you. And we'll talk to them in just a moment. Okay, but we've got literally tons and tons and tons to get through. Where should we go to next then, Pip? Box number 2. Okay, should we do something else ridiculous? Now, this has got Debbie Bulford written all over it. Remember, you can only choose 2.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
They're allowed to choose 2 more. Throughout the show, they're each allowed to put their hands up and go, yes! Okay. Free phone number 0800 644 655. Look at these. Should we do something under a £5 again? Under £5, let's get adding into your baskets 200 carats. QWGP59. Now remember, not only are we challenging Debbie and Gemma in today's show, but we're also going to be seeing techniques in today's show that have been applied to our pieces, and they've both been incorporating their own techniques. Both been putting their own techniques into the piece of jewellery that you see here. It's a really fast-paced show today. We've got a lot to get through. So QWGP59 on these amazing blue and white agate. They're a football style. They're a faceted round. They're 10mm faceted rounds. Sort of an animal printy feel to it. Artistic license. Let's go. £4.95 on these. £4.95. And actually, I think they work quite beautifully alongside the labradorite, don't you? Free phone number 0800 644 655. We've got quite a lot of miss out in today's show as well. Free phone number £4.95 on those. Really busy on the phone lines. Remember, ladies, you can put your hands up at any point and request something else. Okay, let's have a look. Should we go for this one, Pip? Okay, yeah, we've got limited stock on this. I'd say you might want to... yeah, they're not allowed this one either. Low stock on this. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word. WARU28. 200 carats. Now this is the most amazing quartz. Oh, now then, I'm having a look over. They're choosing the different wires over there. The ladies are, I don't know. Free phone number 0800 644 655. So this is a full an 18cm strand. They go from a 15 up to a 23mm in diameter. I'm actually going to hold these up to my neckline for you because they're big, impressive pieces. Think about using these perhaps in the cabochon. You can introduce wire within the techniques of using these. Free phone number 0800 644 655. WARU28. Look at those. You can see from there they are really substantial. Now, unfortunately, we've got less than 50 of these in stock. And we've now got less than 40 in stock. Congratulations, Marion and Carol. Lots of new people joining me on the phone lines. They're going really quickly. £27.95, and they are stunningly beautiful. Just from there, oh my word. We've now got less than 30 in stock. It's a case of the fastest people to confirm the purchase. So let me just count these for you. 1, 2, 3. Bear with me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on a strand. £27.95. Just to recap, if you've just tuned in, we've got Debbie Bulford and Gemma Crow both inspiring us in today's show. We're setting them a challenge where they're both using the same strands but can bring in their own mediums, and we'll see what they've done at the end of the show. In the meantime, we're also going to be going over, probably in about 10 minutes time or so, to start seeing the first techniques of pieces that have already been prepared for today's show. June and Eliza, congratulations, you've just confirmed yours as well. At £27.95, make sure you're checking out your baskets. We've now got less than 20 of these in stock. WARU28. They're some of the largest, most impressive quartz we've ever had. Absolutely exquisite. Okay, let's go to box number 19 next. Box number 19. Look at these. Oh my word. Now they are the last of stock. We've only got literally a handful of these left. Last of stock. Oh, you see, It's hard when you know you've only got 2 options, isn't it? You've only got 2 options to add.
We should have had a look in your box first.
No, well, that would have been cheating.
I can see what I want anyway.
You can see what you want. Can you now? Maybe I'm not going to be doing it later in the show and you won't have the chance to own it. Oh. GP034. Grey potato pearls. They're 6.5 up to a 9 by 9 millimetres. Sorry, 6.5 by 9 millimetres. It says grey, but they are most definitely a beautiful, vibrant silver. Now they are a potato pearl, this fabulous shape, which is so on trend at the moment, and today we are looking very much so at on trend pieces. Interestingly enough, just to keep you updated with the challenge, Debbie is now doing some gizmo work and has pulled out some felt. No! Free phone number 0800 644 655. Okay, you ready? £6.95, but we have how many in stock? Less than 30 in stock. 6.95 of these. Angela, Glynis, Carol, congratulations, you've just got your £6.95. I'm going to put these up to the neckline again. How many left now? Sorry, Pip. Okay, almost all gone. Look. Now just have a moment, but not too much of a moment, because we are incredibly low on stock now. £6.95 on those. I'm going to have to move on and leave those with you because they are about to go. If you've got a phone in your hand, it looks like you've been successful. I will just pop those labradorite alongside them again. Have you got any of the labradorite left, hun? £3.95. £3.95 for the labradorite and £6.90. Look at those. Very Linda Brumwell. I'm used to saying very Debbie Bulford with me blues and with me silvers. Very Linda Brumwell. Yeah. I just want to know, actually, before we go on to box 17, Pip, what did you want, Gemma? What have you got your eyes on?
That gold.
The rosary chain?
Yeah.
You want that gold. Debbie, what do you want?
I don't know yet.
Shall we be good? Pip, when can we do this one? We can't give it to... Can't have it yet. Which one did you go to next, sorry? Box 17. Okay, we gave you a head... Did I give you a heads up on our Facebook page that we had this coming up? Look at the sparkle, it's black spinel! Oh, are you going to get strands and share?
Oh, we could. Then we could have 4, couldn't we?
Yeah. Do you want the
Good
black
plan.
spinel?
Yeah.
What shape are they?
They're rounds. Oh, well, they're circles.
Shall we,
they're not round.
Yeah.
They're coins, is the word I'm looking for. Faceted coins. Look at the sparkle on those. They're simply irresistible. Yeah. You would like these, would you, ladies? Yeah. So are you going to share?
Yeah.
Are you? You can tell they're friends, can't you? They're going to share. TF, if it was Linda and Sheila, they'd be scrapping. I'm joking. Right, the code is TFYY02. Okay, I'd like to see how many people are on the phone lines because I'm going to do something which is ridiculous. How many have we got in stock of these? Oh no! We've got less than 20 in stock now. They're going already. This series, this is pretty much here today and gone tomorrow. We're gonna go under £10. £6.95. It's the fastest people to confirm. Press your option 1 if you're shopping on the... Oh, if it sells out, you can't have it, Pip said. That's not... No, let them have this.
Can't change the rules.
You can't change the rules,
Keep
Pip.
changing the goalpost.
It's going to sell out. £6.95. Well, do you know what? I think I'm going to give it to them because when you get yours home, you want to see what you've... Well, you want inspiration, don't you? That's the whole point of today's show, Pip. Inspire. Here you are, ladies.
Thank you very much.
You have to get it if you want it. Just let's recap as well. Coming up in today's show, we are really going to focus in on skills such as bezel setting. We're going to learn the technique once again. If you missed today's show, we're going to do a very, very, very brief. And that spinel has now sold out, I'm afraid. If you've got a phone in your hand, I'm afraid it's gone. We're also later on the show. This is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely amazing. We will start reading text messages out in about 10-15 minutes or so. So if you haven't yet texted in and you've got some questions, please text in right now. Okay, oh my word, oh my word. Now this makes me feel, you cannot have this, I'm afraid. I know, sorry, because we've only got 14. And basically someone is going to receive this one as well because it's so in demand. Now this is amazing tourmaline. For those of you who are familiar with pink tourmaline, you might also know it under the guise of rubellite. Slight variation in colours would determine it, whether it's pink tourmaline or rubellite. If it was slightly deeper, it would probably be classified as rubellite. Now pink tourmaline often also visually gets confused with the image that you get of pink sapphires. It's incredibly cost effective there in comparison to sapphires of this colour. Now they go from a 2x1 up to a 5x3. It's a 20 centimetre strand. Pip, how many people on the lines already, huh? Okay, 5 people on the phone line already, and we've got less than 30 in stock. TVRU39. Now they're 40 carats. We're seriously going to go to an all-time amazing low on these. They are $19.95 for the first people who can grab them this afternoon. Again, exquisite quality. Tourmaline of this caliber is the type of quality of gemstone that you see on Gems TV, that you see on Rocks TV, that you see on the Lounge, our sister channels. You see tourmaline being set into jewellery in Harry Winston Jewellers, in Tiffany Jewellers use tourmaline. Now, obviously, I can't do a direct comparison in terms of quality and colour, but I can tell you it's in demand, it's beautifully on trend, and truly an inspirational gemstone at $19.95. Right, we're going to have to move on because it's almost gone. Is it just me? Or does it feel like we're working in a sauna today?
It's been hot all day in here today, actually.
Please, could we have it cooler? Whew. Just a few of those tourmaline left. Remember, even on clearance items, even on price slashes, even on last of stock, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee on absolutely everything. Okay, where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? I want to go to number 13, please. How amazing are these? I knew this would raise eyebrows. Look at the sparkle on them. They're 4mm faceted rounds and they are gorgeous greens, of different hues of greens though. So you've got some really dark, almost emerald, Zambian emerald, Colombian emerald essences coming through here. Almost like a little sort of snake printy feel. What sort of price are you thinking, Pip? Pardon? It's going to go under £10, good. It's going to go under £5. It's a full 38 centimetre strand. Free phone number 0800 644 655. £4.95. Amazingly brilliant for soutache. Now, ladies, all right, girls, 4mm rounds. For those people who have not used them before, they're necessary, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Especially if you're into something like soutache. They're perfect. Or you want to do some embroidered bezel setting, cabochon settings or something. They're lovely.
And
really
Gemma, when
nice.
you've done design, you can get most gauges of wire up to about a 0.8 through the 4mm if you found, or would you sort of stop at a 0.6? Do you think?
It depends. Generally, the drill hole isn't much smaller than all our
larger
other
ones.
beads. Yeah, so all our other gemstones. So yeah, usually I think up to 0.6 is generally safe. And then sometimes you're lucky, depending on the strand.
And at $4.95, for those of you who perhaps do Alison Howe's techniques as well, where you've got like a little eye of a robin or on the birds, or perhaps if you've ever been inspired by the fabulous Alan Fox, if you're out there, hi hun, with all of his little critters, and they've got little eyes, but also for very fine, beautiful detailing. Great for doing beaded beads as well, if you wanted some a bigger design element with using smaller beads as well, so you want a big design but a delicate piece, if that makes sense. You want to make an impact in terms of design, but you don't want the impact to be in terms of the size of your jewellery. At $4.95, they're also lovely for beading around a bead as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And in fact, I was thinking they'd be lovely to do the leaf weave. You know, when you start off with 1, then 2, then 3, then 4.
Wouldn't they?
I did something on this kit this morning just to do like little leaves along with all the lovely carved flowers we've got coming in at the moment.
And there's that leaf technique, of course, explained in your free DVD and booklet that comes with your first purchase. Now, we can't do... Oh! Pip! I already had it in my hand. We are so in the zone today. I could choose any. I've got this abundance of beautiful beads. We need to make sure we do box number 3 as well. because there's a Bulford at the side of me that I think is going to take box number 3. Now we can't of course do an animal print type piece without tiger's eye. Look at those, 18 by 13 millimeters. 250 carats. Are you wanting to say something, Gemma Crow? You've got a cheeky little naughty look on your face. I can imagine you as a little girl then. She was just like that. Would you like these?
Well, Debbie and I have been nodding at each other about those, so what do you think?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, we're also going to give the tiger's eye to the ladies in their challenge today. Now 250 carats, 18 by 13 millimeters on them each. Now the tiger's eye you've got here has got amazing quality. It's got a quality called chatoyancy, where we see the movement of light, that play of colour from those deep, beautiful caramel and toffee tones into some, look at the stripes and naturally occurring chatoyancy on those. Look at that. Now these are amazing. You remember one and one post and packaging price for all of your purchases all day. Congratulations to Anna and Marion and Jackie and lots of new people there on the phone lines. KUGP55. Big impact that you can make with these, and beautiful quality. Are you ready? And at £4.95 now, how many have we got in stock of these, Pip? Good availability on these, so you can definitely have one of these, John, so that's okay. £4.95, but saying that, we've got a lot of people multi-buying out there, so less than £5. £4.95. If you want more than one of these strands, go for it. We are saying with a little bit of, you know what? No, I was going to give the game away on something. If I just do this, look at this felt pack. We're going to trash the price off, coming up soon, yeah. Don't those tones look amazing? Don't those look amazing? At £4.95. If you're struggling and you're thinking, I'm not quite sure how I'd want to use that, well, you know what? Gemma and Debbie have just taken ownership of this themselves, and you will see it at the end of the show in a design alongside felt, alongside wire. We're going to have so many text messages. We're going to go to a very short break, and when we come back, we're going to indulge in text messages, indulge in real inspiration. We're going to learn some fantastic techniques, so you're going to have to come back to us on the other side of our short break. It's bargain, true inspiration, next part of the show, all dedicated to you being able to learn these amazing designer inspiration techniques. Don't go anywhere. £4.95, put it in your basket. See you in a moment.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
Tune into Jewellery Maker every day at 5 PM for our Miss It, Miss Out show, where we'll have 4 hours of jam-packed deals, including clearance offers, end of line, last in stock and low prices. The Miss It, Miss Out show, only on Jewellery Maker.
If you've just tuned in, we're just getting text messages at the ready. Pip's getting them loaded uploaded. Now, we'll read them in just a moment. Okay, so here's what's about to happen. We're going to do some incredible prices on exactly what the ladies are about to demo. So you're going to have to be quick off the mark, because I can guarantee when you see these in action, you'll want to buy them, and some people already will have done. So if we go back to this, and if we just break down these pieces slightly, we're going to focus in on this one, because this is all felt set into a polymer clay made bezel. Now with these bezels, Debbie, why would I need a cutter for bezel? Why wouldn't I just cut out a circle and then pinch up the sides? Because now I've said it, I know already it would look naff.
Yeah, that's the reason. Over to you.
So cutters, can you talk me through a cutter?
These cutters are stocked by one of the company.
Do you know what? I'm going to go over to Debbie. That'll just be easier, won't it?
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt you there.
No,
these cutters are...
Start
that again, sorry.
These are stocked by, as far as I know, one of the company.
Yeah.
In the UK. We're the only jewellery making company in the country that does them. I'm just going to move my challenge out of the way. And the reason I like them is...
Down there, by the way, if you just tuned in.
Excuse me, I am
it's not the
down
floor
here,
talking, it's Debbie Bulford.
Thank you very much. And the reason I like them is because I want to do another project where I make little like Japanese boxes that you can wear, like little pill boxes and things.
Oh my word, and you can do that using these?
Yes, and you can, because you can bake in them. These are actually to make cookie cutters. These are cookie cutters, so you can bake these in the oven actually.
You can put these cutters
in the oven.
In the oven.
And the reason I wanted them is because to do my little boxes, you see they've got a lip.
So they've got a shape that means when your clay is cooking, it's going to retain that shape.
Yeah. You can put greaseproof paper underneath it, but you don't need to actually. It just comes off. It just automatically comes off the clay. It's brilliant. It doesn't stick to it.
So you don't need to put anything on it?
No, I mean I sometimes put greaseproof paper on it only because I sometimes want to take it off and look at the inside and put it back on, but you don't have to.
So for anyone out there who's starting this for the first time, you don't have to use greaseproof paper.
No.
But the reason that you would want to use greaseproof paper is if you wanted to look at the detail inside.
Inside, yeah. Or actually get to the bottom of something. And you
so
can
if you're doing a box where the inside was important, then
you might want to take it off and look at it.
Okay. That's cool. We're going to bring the pricing because our phone lines are going absolutely bonkers. Yeah. So in terms of all the different shapes and sizes here, you're going to see these made up in just a moment. You're going to see an essence of how this could be used into a bezel. To say that we are competitive with these is an understatement. The code is VZGC56. Now remember, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee on everything. Once again, these are cutters that can go in the oven. Do they have a limit to the temperature they could go to?
I don't. Well, I'll find out for you. But for polymer clay, they are booked. They are baked.
Oh, heat resistance up to 160.
There you go.
So you're never going to take polymer clay above that anyway?
No.
Because you typically are going to cook it around 120.
130 max. That's if you use Primo. Do be careful because different manufacturers, you have to use different temperatures. So as long as you're using the Primo clay,
which of course
is fine.
We've got loads of it price slash coming up in the show anyway.
Yeah.
The price you should be paying, by the way, is $29.90. Now it's going to be back at that price after today's show, but we're going to do a show price. It's on a first come first served basis. Okay. So how many have we got allocated to the show, Pip? Okay, we've got less than 80 that we can do now. We had 100, but we can do the next 80 people to get it, can get it for $21.75, and for those 20 have already got it. So we literally had 100 only on offer at $21.75, and this is for both. You get the square and you get the round. And can you imagine making beautiful jewellery boxes out of the big square ones
and also
the round ones?
The big round ones are perfect for bangles. You can bake your bangles on them, you see, which is another reason, and cuffs. You can bake your bangles and cuffs on them.
You can bake bangles and cuffs on these, the big round ones, perfect. Oh my word, yeah. And to make beautiful jewellery boxes as well. Can we do an inspiration show on boxes?
Yes, I've asked to do that actually.
Can I do that with you?
I shall ask. I don't know what
Gemma
Gemma thinks, but for felting, they're quite deep. They're not too deep, but they're quite soft on your hand. Because sometimes if you're felting, you keep hitting the metal, it can make your hand quite sore.
They can, and because they're rounded, the needle will slip off if you miss and hit the side rather than break.
So am I right in thinking that when we come over to a demo in a moment for you, you're going to be using these as well?
If we, hopefully we'll get to that point, yeah, hopefully.
Great,
We've got lots to get through. But.
We have. So let's see a demo from Debbie using this then.
Very, very, very quick.
For the bezel.
Okay, I did this earlier, but I shall go through it all over again. So if
I'm going to leave you just a moment and get the next item.
You carry on. If you're making your bezels, what you need to do is look at the size that you want and go up a size. So if this is the size I want to use, you go up to the next level and you cut that out. Actually, that's a bit not big enough. Let's do that. Pretend that is going to be the size. And this is the next one. So I then go down to the level that I want and I place the cutter on top. So then you've got a little rim all the way around the edge. And that is the rim that you then push. I mean, it's so easy when you think about it. So easy that you push all the way around the cutter.
But the difference is now, when you put that in the oven, it's going to retain its shape because you keep it like that. Because these, once again, they can go in the oven up to 160 degrees. We are almost out of our allocation at 21.75. There's only 20 of these remaining. After that, it's 29.90. So hold the line. You answer in the order you call in. Is that it then?
That's it. And then what I've done on the back of the other bezels is I've cut another round. I just get my pasta machine again and just put this through. I'll do it very quickly because I know that Gemma's got loads to get through. Right, so what I would do then is to get my sheet of clay, take the finished size of the cutter. I mean, that you can take off and put back on again, it's not a problem. That I would bake, so pretend that's now firm.
So do you do this, do you bake that first?
Bake that first, because on the back then, you would then choose how you want to hang your pendant. So with this one, like on the necklace that we've got to show you, I would put just a pin all the way through and put that on the back.
Oh wow, okay.
All right?
Yeah.
If I wanted to do the more intricate necklace, I would then put little bits of a few pins underneath that, so then they can stick out the bottom. But if you do that, make sure that you wiggle it. Take that one out of the way. You see that pin there is sort of kinked?
Yeah.
And I do that so when you've baked it, that's not going to pull out.
Great idea.
Okay? So then you can put lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of them, as many as you want, coming out the side, and that is rebaked, and then you're ready to put your felt in.
And you do need to put any glue or anything on there?
No.
Well,
you can use liquid clay, but actually
you don't need it.
No, you don't actually. What I normally do with these bezels is I cook this for 5 minutes, just to firm it, not for 20 minutes, just for 5 minutes, just literally to firm it. And it's still quite tacky, so that will stick without liquid clay.
Bring it out the oven. You can keep it on the on that.
Put that on. Yeah.
They've almost sold out. There's only 3 remaining now. Hold the line. Good luck. Now, we're going to leave Debbie to carry on with her challenge because we're now going over to Gemma. And so the whole essence of this next demo here is to be able to teach you how to do animal print using felt, which is just amazing and so on trend. And I want to put it all over my handbags because this technique you're about to learn, if you've never seen this before, you can apply it to anything. It doesn't have to be just jewellery. Now I'm going to actually prescribe Debbie a sandwich and a cup of tea. Off you pop. Isn't that amazing? This is amazing. And wouldn't that be an amazing button on a plain jacket as well?
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
Handbags, purses.
I'm all over it. I want it. I want to eat it. Please don't eat it. Right, so what you need in order to get this is this pack. Now, to say that you have got a lot of felt is the biggest understatement of the century. I know this is probably a little bit of a, well, I'm going to ask the question of, for this piece here, could you please pull off how much felt you think you'd probably need in total?
It's different with wet felt. You do use more when you wet felt. Yeah, I'm doing wet felt today, so you do use a little more. But if I was doing that into one of my cake moulds, I probably want about this much white.
Is that it?
Yeah, and probably about this much black.
That's it?
That's it, yeah.
And how much have you got left of those?
Well,
my word.
This is, I don't know where my leftover white is. I think this is my leftover white, but I've used this pack for about 6 projects, so I couldn't really tell you.
So it's fair to say that you will be able to make a huge amount with this. Now we're going to do an offer again, and how many have we got of this offer, please, Pip? 80. It's the first 80 people will get it at show price, okay? You're going to get this big sponge blob. You're going to get your felting needles, and you're going to get the biggest pack of merino wool as well, okay? And with this, you've got everything that you need to make felt pieces. Obviously, you haven't got the shape that you can felt into, but you've got all your felt pieces. So, yeah. Gemma, we're gonna bring the price in, and I know full well that you're gonna be blown away. The price you should pay is $22.35, but we're going to do an offer for the first, well, we've got less than 60 now because you're already getting it, and that's the way to shop in today's show. Your show price for today, and it's the next 60 people. Oh, 58. Okay, show price, don't delay. Oh my word, $18.85. Wow. It's a case of, again, if you are the fastest people and everything is selling out in the show, so let's be inspired now. Let's learn how to do the animal print.
Do you know, I had to once redo a whole show because we filmed it at $23.95 when it should have been $24.95. So to get it at $18.85 is ridiculous.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And that's when we used to do pre-recorded shows.
Yeah.
Which we don't do anymore because we're live.
All the time.
Live. Right, you ready?
Okay.
So we're going to learn how to do this.
Yes, we're going to make. There's a couple of ways you can do that. I didn't have the cutters at home, otherwise I may have done them inside the cutters, but it's a nice opportunity to show you how to make sheet felt, which I haven't done yet. So it's a really good opportunity to do that today. So this is what's left of my sheet of felt that I made. And I'm going to just go through the whole process of how to make that. Okay. You see, it's just lovely, isn't it?
That, just as a piece of material, I would just see.
It's so
when
squidgy.
Do you ever watch the programme about how to, Sarah Beanie does it, about how to make your property more sellable? And she says, just put an impact thing on that wall. I'd have that piece and I'd just frame it in a white frame,
well, you
on
know,
a black, or on a black frame on a white wall.
See,
it's
when
amazing.
you've got it wet, you can stretch it, so you can actually make it look like a mini hide. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the raw edge of. I don't know how close you can get there, Claire, but the raw edge is lovely, and it actually looks like the edge of a hide because it sort of deeps in. So you could make some really nice little hides.
Yes.
For picture frames. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So we're going to
actually making picture frames at this, because once you've got the technique, you can apply it to any craft.
Anything.
On cards, I love this. So I've never witnessed wet felting before.
Okay. So that's what I'm going to hopefully show you today.
Okay.
Right. So we're going to make a sheet of felt. Right, so what you need is these merino wool fibres. Typically they're about 4 inches long each fibre. So you can see these are all overlapping like this, all along. So when you pull your felt apart, you need your hands to be at least 4 inches apart so that it pulls nice and evenly. So what I'm going to do is I've got laid out here, I've got my tray. My tray is purely to catch all the water because I don't want it going all over the studio. Then I've got this lovely rubber mat, which it's not essential, but it's one of these non-stick mats, you know, that you put on the dashboard of the car under a carpet, and it just helps things stop from slipping around on my tray. So that's just useful. And then I've got a roll of bubble wrap. Now the bubble wrap, I put it bubbly side up to start with, because these act like little fingers to massage my felt, and the more we massage the felt, the wool, the more it will felt and the quicker it will felt. So the bubble wrap's really useful, and you should have got this in with any of your orders recently from JM. Right, so what we want to do is we want to lay out our foundation for our sheet felt. So I'm going to put my hand on the end of the wool fibres there and pull. Okay, pull gently so that you get a nice fluffy edge. Then I'm going to overlap those fluffy edges, put my hand on again and pull. Okay, and I'm going to keep doing that until I've got the width I like. And now I'm going to come to my next layer, so I'm going to slightly overlap them again. Hands on the edges and pull and keep going. Okay, so I'm going to make a sheet.
Doesn't that just look like you want to rub your face all over it?
It's lovely. It is such lovely stuff. It's addictive pulling it apart, you know, doing this bit. So
what I love about it as well is the fact that if you've got dexterity issues,
oh yeah, you don't.
it's not really an issue because you don't have to apply pressure, and you know that I've got arthritis in my hands, and so it's actually quite therapeutic, and it's actually, you know, so, I can't say that it is therapy, but doing that action can actually be quite a positive thing. I can't diagnose, I cannot prescribe, sorry, that, but yeah, if you've got dexterity issues and you find some areas of jewellery making quite hard to do, this is going to be great.
So a lot of the textile crafts, textile jewellery and things that we do are lovely and easy like that on your hands. Okay, so I've laid my fibres going across vertically, so now I'm going to do some horizontally as well, or the other way around. So now I'm going to do exactly the same, but I'm going to cross them over. So I'm going to lay them at the top, hold my hand. So you don't want to screw it up in your hand. You want to keep those fibres nice and loose. So I'm just going to put my hand on, apply some pressure, and then pull back. Lay over the frayed ends and pull back, and keep going. And this can be quite quick. You know, you don't have to take a long time. But what you do need is try and get it sort of even. So I've got a bit of a clump there. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to fill that gap.
Just to let you know, we've got 14 of these left, but I've got 12 people there who haven't yet checked out your baskets. If you don't check out your baskets, the people on the phone lines are going to nab it out your basket because it's on a first purchase, first served basis. So if you haven't checked them out yet, check them out or you're going to miss out on it. Check it out.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm making us thinner.
Go for it. Sorry, that's our little...
Go for it. I get it.
Thanks.
Right, so this is, can you see how thick that piece of felt is? It is quite thick and dense. We actually don't need it that thick. So this, I did 3 layers, like I've just done, to create this one. For this one, I'm going to use 2 layers, okay? And that was plenty, so long as they overlap, cross over. What I want to do now is put the zebra stripes on. I'm going to turn it. I find it easier to work towards me when I'm pulling the strands. So I'm going to turn it so that the stripes are going again in the opposite direction to my last layer of fibres.
And this is going to turn into one sheet, isn't it? One long
sheet,
piece.
yeah.
So Pip, our producer, has just said, "Oh, could make cushion covers with it." And yeah, you absolutely could. Yeah. The only thing that's restricting you in size here is the size tray that you've used.
Yeah, no, you can use your whole table. You know, you can really go mad with it. The problem is rolling it. You have to roll it, and then it becomes difficult. But
okay.
But right. So what I've done is I've taken a section of my felt and of my wool fibres, and just gonna lay my first stripe across. When I was doing this, I had a pattern sheet in front of me of some different prints, so I could sort of get an eye for
a good idea
for what the zebra print looks like. Because in your mind's eye, it always looks different to what it actually.
Yeah, you can just go on the internet and just have a look at different images.
That's what I did. I just printed some off. So you can see I'm just taking a section of my wool, and I'm going to pull it down, all the way down, and then it's giving me some strips to use. Okay. If you find it's a bit fluffy, you know, it's a bit fray around the edges, just twist it round in your fingers to sort of tuck those fibres in a bit more. And then I'm going to lay them down. I'm just laying them out and pulling the ends. So I'm going to put my larger ones on first. And this pattern that you create is completely up to you.
And you're actually using a thicker amount of black than I was expecting.
Yes, well, I am. What I'm doing is I'm putting all the larger pieces on first. And remember, this will shrink. So this one started off at the same size. You can see the shrinkage. It was about here. So it will shrink as you felt it.
Okay.
So it's going to shrink in. I'm not being as careful as I was at home to make sure that these aren't as fluffy around the edges as they are here. But we'll still get the effect, so it's fine. Okay, I'm going to put some shorter stripes in. And you see they taper themselves beautifully when you pull against them, because the fibres are all at different lengths within the strands, so they're tapering really beautifully. Right,
okay, we've just got a couple of those felting packs remaining now, just a couple.
Okay. I'm not going to do too much more, because otherwise we will be here laying this out all day. You can take ages on this if you like. You can do it quite quickly. So I'm going to just pop that one in. Twist the edges. Right, so there we go. That's as much as I'm going to do on that piece. It is very rough, this, but take your time at home. Twist them all so that they're all nice and neat and they're all laying across. Okay, I'm going to turn it round to work. So now what we want to do is we want to wet this down, and we need some hot soapy water to do that with. Okay, so as hot as you can bear, and nice and soapy so you get a really good lather.
And what do you use for soap?
I use a hand soap.
Oh, right, okay.
Nothing with too much moisturiser in, because we don't want to condition it. We want to make it knotty. So you know, if you use
carbolic,
you know, when you get a really rubbish you get a really rubbish shampoo and it knots your hair up, use that. That's ideal. So anything that creates knots, and anything with too many moisturisers in, they'll just slip against each other and they won't mesh.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to protect my design first, because if I was just to cover that in water, I'm going to lose my design. So what I'm going to do is I've got a piece of voile net curtain. This is an old valance sheet base, and I'm going to lay that over my design. Then I'm going to take my water, hot water. I've got a tub here prepared. It's not as hot as I'd like to use, but it's hot. And a good way of applying the water is with a plastic bag or a bit of bubble wrap. Okay, so I'm going to dip my bubble wrap in and start in the centre, really squeeze some water right there and make a well. You can see there's a well formed. Where it's wet, it's dampened down. And then work outwards, getting that water, pushing that water outwards towards the edges. Okay. Good thing about using a voile is you can use any fabric really, any synthetic. You don't want to use a natural fabric, because you'll find that the wool will want to felt to the fabric. So you need a synthetic. If this was a piece of silk, this wool would felt to the silk, so that's how you get these beautiful scarves and things.
We are going to, sorry, just while you can see Gemma's doing that, we are inundated with text messages. We're just waiting to load them all up. We've been inundated with questions of so many different techniques. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this offer here on DVDs. Now, we are going to focus in as many techniques as we can today, but we're not going to be able to cover all the mediums. So we've put together a DVD bundle for today only, okay? You're going to save an absolute fortune. So honestly, jump on the phone lines. But how many have we got of this one today, Pip, on offer? 100, first 100 people are going to get the offer. After that, it'll be usual price, which is £24.75. I think we're going lower than half price on it. Lower than half price. Now you do get a gorgeous little box. Gemma isn't going to pursue any other technique just until don't worry, you're not going to miss out on anything. So we've been inundated with lots and lots of questions, so lots of techniques. Any technique that we're not able to cover today, we can't obviously cover all of them in the DVDs, but we've done an amazing DVD collection. So within this DVD collection, and you'll be gutted if you miss out on it, even if you've already got 2 of these, you still make a saving. You've got the Viking Knit DVD. These are all about an hour long. Soutache, finishing touches for silver clay, of which some techniques you can use on the polymer clay as well, can't you, with those finishing touches?
Yes.
Cuffs and bangles, and wire sculpture, and that's amazing Alison Howe's DVD that I did that with her, and you'll be just blown away. Now the price should be, there you go, there's a technique with Alison just there. This is an example of the wire sculpture. That's just one of the DVDs. You're going to get 5 hours worth of personal tutorials, 5 hours worth. And our usual price is extraordinarily competitive. Debbie's joining us back here, and I know we've talked a lot on air about how much DVDs usually are.
Oh gosh, they're very, very expensive, really expensive. And you can stop these and start these whenever you want, and just keep going over the bits that you don't pick up straight away.
It's like having designers in your house. Okay, so the usual price would be, without the box, £24.75. How do you feel about this? How about we go lower, Pip? I know we can go lower than that. Let's do it. Yeah, come on. It's for the first 100 people to get it. TAGC65. This is 5 hours worth of designer inspirations at £9.95. It is a show price only, and it's fair to say that we are having an exquisitely busy show. 0800 644 655 TAGC65. Good luck, good luck, good luck. So this is an example of the Cuffs and Bangles DVD with Debbie there. I've just said Debbie, that was Jenny rather, sorry. It's all very exciting here today. Oh my word. Do continue to hold the line. So we've got questions coming in. Can I just, before we go to the questions, Gemma, what are you doing right now?
Right, what I'm doing now is I'm rubbing all over my design with my hands. And what I'm doing is starting that felt process off. Before we start rolling it and really getting that to felt,
so
we want to make sure...
you've completely doused it in soapy water?
Yeah, it's really sopping wet with soapy water. I'm starting the process. And you'll see coming through my foil here is all these bits of felt. Well, this is telling me that underneath these fibres are moving because they're working their way up through even the mesh. So I know this process is working now, okay?
Fab. So whilst Gemma continues on with that, we've had a question, and I believe the question is for Debbie. With the plastic cutters, Debbie, do you need to put on anything to stop them sticking when they're in the oven?
You mean the polymer clay? Stop it sticking in the oven?
Yeah.
Yeah?
With the cutters.
I put greaseproof paper on only because I want to get into the design underneath. It says you don't have to. I would probably put some release agent on there, although it says that you don't need to, but...
What release agent would you use if you weren't using greaseproof paper?
I would either use the balm that you get in the silver clay kit, or something like petroleum jelly, something like that, just rub, or olive oil even. Just a little bit, a tiny bit though, because you don't want it to affect your clay. But it says that you don't have to. I've only baked once, and it has come off perfectly, but only once, but I put greaseproof paper around mine. Okay,
okay. So usually greaseproof paper, if not just sort of barrier really on there. That's from Susan Lancashire. Thank you, Susan.
Or even corn flour or talcum powder put on it, and it's release.
Gemma is still pressing away. So we've had. Are we able to see them on screen at all? These text messages, please. So I know that people then can't make. No, I'm not making it up. But just so you know, we can't read all of them out and show them all on screen because some of them are chopped off at the end. So I'll read out as many as possible by reading them on the screen, and then I might just have to say them out loud. And this is from Suzanne in Spain. Hello in Spain, how fabulous. Hi Debbie, what size saw blade is the best one to use when making jump rings with size 1mm wire?
Number two blade. If you bought them from here, you'll see the selection pack, and it goes from number 1 to 5, I think it is, and it's number 2 is the best.
Fab, thank you for that one. Okay, we're going to keep these questions coming in. If we just, you ready?
Ready for the next bit.
Gemma's ready. We'll just have one more question, and then we're ready for Gemma's next stage of the technique. Question for Gemma?
Yeah.
Okay, it's coming up here. Michelle, hi ladies, hello hun. Question for Gemma, please. Will the shrunk wool shrink any further if wetted again, i.e. if it's rained on?
Oh no, no. Hot water and agitation, really hot water and lots of agitation may shrink it again, just like it does with a woolly jumper.
As in, if you were going to put it in the washing machine?
In a hot wash, yeah.
But certainly not with the temperature of rain in the UK.
No, no. And if you felt it really, really well, like really take your time and felt it well, it shouldn't shrink anymore anyway.
How do you know that you felted it well?
It will become quite stiff. Okay. It becomes quite stiff and solid almost. So
even when wet?
No, even when dry.
Okay.
Yeah, when dry it's quite thick and can become quite solid. Well, you know what the hats and coats feel like. You can get it really felted that closely.
Okay, great.
So
you've just taken off your net curtain.
I've taken off my net curtain, and there's a little test you do now to see whether it's ready for the next stage. It's got a pinch test, and you pinch it, and if you pinch the surface like that and it all pulls up, then it's ready. You just pull that up there. Then if I pull that and there it's all staying together, I'm not just getting strands off. That means it's ready for a fulling. So I've felted it enough now on the top. It's going to stay together if I'm quite rough with it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get rough with it. Okay?
Okay.
So what I want to do is I want to roll it. I'm going to cover it with my bubble wrap. So that means I've got 2 lots of surfaces jiggling against it.
I just had another question in. We're just having some problems uploading it, but keep them coming in and I can read them out loud. And once this is felted and done, can you put it through a sewing machine?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just treat it like any other fabric once you've made a piece.
Question from Bianca, thank you.
Right, I've got this bamboo mat, and I'm going to pop this underneath because I haven't got a rolling pin, and I find the bamboo mats actually double as a rolling pin.
Right,
They give me a nice stiff surface then to roll against, okay? So I'm going to roll this up like this, and then I'm going to roll 20 times with a lot of pressure, okay? So hold it nice and tight, and 1, 2, you can count if you like, you can get a rhythm going.
7, 8, 9.
Right, sometimes it can come a bit loose, so you re-roll it. Be careful you don't lose your pattern underneath.
So this is squeezing out the water, is it?
It is squeezing out some of the water, but what I'm doing is I'm still agitating those fibres together.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
20 that way.
20.
I go in 20s.
Oh wow, 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 wow.
Okay.
It's looking different already.
You can see it shrunk that way. That's the way we've been felting, and that's the way it will shrink. So I'm going to take it out. I'm making quite a mess
questions
here.
coming in, folks.
I'll take it out, and I'm going to reposition it. So now I'm going to turn it round. See it? So I've already got a sheet. Okay, reposition it. Lay it out again.
So you're doing the same technique but that way.
I'm going to do it that way, and I'm going to do this. I would do this, if I was doing this sheet at home, I would do this about 7 or 8 times.
Okay.
So I'd roll plenty of times. For the first couple of times you use your bubble wrap over the top because we're still protecting it. So you're doing the same
technique that way.
Yeah.
Whilst you're repeating that then, we're going to get a question for Debbie. And it says, hi everyone, loving the show. I have a question for Debbie for polymer clay. I've just started to learn about this. So my question is, what do you use to clean the rolling machine? Maggie in Southampton, great question. Thanks, Maggie.
Okay. On a very well-known auction site, if you go onto the computer section, you'll find some little sticks that you use to clean out your computer keyboard, and it's got a bit of foam on one end, and they're plastic, white plastic, and got like a hook on the other. And they are brilliant to clean pasta machines.
Right.
And all you need to do, if I get my machine, all you need to do is turn it upside down, and it's along the edge, I don't know if you can pick that up, Claire, inside here, inside that edge. Can you see the white there? You see all that clay that's trapped? You can see it quite clearly, and you just need to run the foam all the way along. It just means that if you use something with foam on the end, you're not going to scratch the roller, because otherwise every time you put your clay through, it will come through striped. So you can do it one side and the other, and they're quite clearly you can see the clay that's trapped under there. Just do that 2 or 3 times, and then rub it with a tissue, and it should be fine.
Maggie, fab question, thank you, hun. Okay, if we catch up now with Gemma, and you can see that Gemma's continued to roll, and all that's happened whilst, because I don't want you to miss out on anything, is whilst the water's been coming out of the felt and filling up on the tray, Gemma's literally just poured off the excess into the bucket that we've got here. That's all that's happened, so don't worry, I'm keeping you up to date with all the techniques.
That's all I've done.
Okay.
Right, now I've done it twice. I've done it once from one side and once from another side. You can see it's shrunken in a little bit. I want about 20% shrinkage on there, okay, before I can feel happy that it's felted well. So now we've felted it, now I'm going to full it, and that's the process of sort of being quite rough with it. I know everything's in place now, so I'm going to use just my bamboo mat. I'm not going to protect it with a cover, and I'm going to roll it in exactly the same way.
Just your bamboo mat, because you're going to be quite rough with it.
Yeah. If you haven't got a bamboo mat, you can start, you can keep rolling it just with a rolling pin. Take any protection off it and just roll it with a rolling pin. Okay. So you can see now I can put quite a lot of pressure on, and really a lot of pressure. 20 or 30 times. Great for bingo wings.
I love doing this. I love making these, you know.
Great for bingo wings.
I am totally into it, yeah.
Oh yeah. I use them all the time. I use them all the time with polymer clay.
Look at that.
Yeah, all
and
my
then your
felt
polymer clay beads.
Oh.
I love that. That's your translucent in there, isn't it?
Translucent and jewel enamel. Yeah.
Ah.
Baked.
Ah.
Okay, what I'm going to show you, I'm going to start the next process. You see how much that is shrunk now, and I've got quite a thin piece of felt. It's actually a really nice consistency. So that was 2 layers. That's a really nice consistency.
Love it, okay.
Right, the next phase, I can't show you entirely because I haven't got everything to hand. You need to be at the sink, really. You need a bowl of hot water, very hot water, and a bowl of cold water. And this is the fun bit where it gets, you can get all your aggression out now.
Oh yeah.
So what you do is you do that process, do that process as much as you can. Okay, so the more you do, the better piece of felt you'll get.
Okay.
Right, so now we're going to screw it up.
It seems such a shame when you've just taken all the water out of it.
Chuck it in some hot water, as hot as you can bear. Really, screw it up, bring it out.
Debbie, you're getting well into it. She's like, and you hit it. You can really bash it.
And now this is the fun bit. And I don't want to bounce it across the studio, but then you
throw it.
You really
throw it on the floor.
Really,
and
go
the
on.
dog
Go
goes
on.
out the window.
Go on, girl. Go
on.
Right. You throw it. Keep throwing it. This is the kids love this. Give this to the kids to do. They love this. Throwing it at each other. Throwing it on the floor, and you can feel.
It's starting to get harder, isn't it?
You see how it's sort of getting bobbly.
Pummeled.
That's because it's shrinking. You're shocking the fibres.
Ah, yeah,
okay?
love it.
So then plunge it into cold water.
Okay.
Screw it up. Throw it again. And
Yeah.
hot and cold, and as many times as you like until you've got the thickness, the density, and the strength of fabric you want. I mean, this actually would be fine now for using into jewellery or into a cushion cover or a bag or something. Okay, so you can see that's how you do it. That's how you make sheet felt. You can see I've got a giraffe one here.
Fabulous.
Made a sheet, but then I've needle felted on top of it too.
And
So
the
do any
giraffe
pattern.
element, we're going to be focusing in on a little later in the show. And in fact, Claire's on the case right now. Thanks, doll. Look at these. They're amazing. Look. They're fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. So you've got the giraffe imagery on both aspects. Now, I'm going to go back over to my desk and we're going to let the ladies clear up. And we're going to come back again very, very shortly and catch up with some more techniques. So we're just going to shoot back over here. Okay. Should we do that now? Where's that? Come back over here. I'm back. We're going to put the felt into the bezels now.
Yeah. Okay.
Just so you know, there's lots of things going on today and it's very exciting, but because we're doing loads of price flashes and the computer's like, yeah. Just stay with us,
Can you excuse me for 2 seconds?
Can I excuse you for a second?
Scissors.
Yes, of course, we can
okay?
excuse you over there. No problemo. Which one? Yes. Yes. Excuse me for a second, because I ain't got a clue what's going on now. Pardon?
Lovely.
Yeah. And then put it with this kit. Totally get you. What Pip's done is, rather than us have different items, I was expecting to be different items coming up in a moment. I was going to go over there and do them all separately. What he's just done is, during that demo, he's bundled them all together so you've got an even bigger discount and you've got a mega whopping discount. Oh my word, this makes it even more exciting because we're going to do, the idea is once you've put the felt into the bezels, everything that you see here works with it to make incredible jewellery. Very similar to the piece that we've already seen, which is here, but you can also completely make the bezels out of this because you're going to get 2 lots of the clay. And you're going to get the white clay, which has got the, when it says accents on it, that means there's something inside it, and you can see that you've got that gorgeous little sparkle. You've also got your absolute staple black. Now, I've got to warn you, how many of these have we got, sorry? Pardon? Oh, why? We've only got, right, it's the first 48 people are going to get this deal. After that, you're going to pay full whack. So first 48 people, either on the phone lines or getting it on the website, will get this deal. After that, it goes back up to full price. I don't know why 48, that seems a really random amount, but okay. So, once again, you're going to get this fabulous selection, which I was expecting to sell to you all individually. It's been bundled together, and the idea is that once you've got your felt pack and this, you can make all the jewellery that you've seen. You're going to get 2 packs of clay, these gorgeous gemstones, these absolutely gorgeous gemstones, and you can see on this piece here, at the side of me, you've got these gemstones in action just here. Okay, so in terms of the gemstones, you've got agates, which are the bamboo shaped beads, which are 12 by 8, and you've also got the black agate round beads at 8mm. Oh, sorry, rainbow obsidian. Rainbow obsidian at 8mm of rainbow obsidian, and then you've got the black agate bamboo shape at 12 by 8. So you're going to get both of these strands. You're going to get 2 lots of the polymer clay. You're also going to get tons of beading thread, absolutely tons of beading thread. So you're going to get 100 meters of the actual beading thread silver colour. 12 metres of elastic and 120 metres of monofilament. You're also going to get these gorgeous gilding flakes. Now the gilding flakes, Debbie, for people who've not used gilding flakes before, tell us about them.
Gilding flakes add a little bit of silver leaf to your designs. You don't have to cover the whole piece of clay. They're brilliant for doing things like the Mukumigani, where you take slices and you just get a glint of the metal, or you can just put tiny little pieces on to your sheets of Millefiori and it looks stunning, but please don't sneeze when you open the package.
It's safe to say that they're quite delicate and
they are packed
everywhere.
in. You open it and they...
Yeah, so maybe open it in a quite contained area, because they are packed in. It's safe to say that this will last you for so many pieces of jewellery that you make. So you've got the gilding flakes there, then you've got these little mica powder paints as well. Debbie, the mica powder paints, for those people who've not used them before, you're going to get the silver and the light gold. What's mica powder?
Mica powder are powders that have little particles of metallic lustre to them. You can see on the bezels, this was black clay that I then put the silver mica powder around, just to give a little bit of a look of like an antique silver.
How cool is that?
So
how do you do that? When you've got your clay, then you get the mica powder.
You get your clay. Let me just get some clay from down here.
I'll have a quick demo for you.
Okay, do you want to open one of the pots? You only need a tiny weeny bit, literally on the edge of your finger. I've just got just a piece of black clay here, and you literally rub it onto the clay.
Suddenly turns into my favourite colour car. I want a gunmetal grey colour.
Yeah, just like a gunmetal, doesn't it? It looks like a really old silver. Then if you mix the gold on top of that, it goes like a pyrite sort of colour.
It's lovely.
Really
It's
lovely.
got a bit of a Tahitian bead feel to it. You know, the Tahitian silver beads that you can get out there.
That will last you ages.
So you get all that as well. I'm really excited about the price for you, but bad news is 20 of these have already gone. You're then also going to get a whopping findings pack. Now it's our brand new 100 items findings pack in there as well, which includes those gorgeous little heart head pins, as well as the head pins with the little ball on the end, a metre of the chain and rondelles and shepherd hooks, and those all gorgeous findings. Those beautiful extender chains as well with the ribbon cord ends that you can snap onto the end too. Now the price that you should be paying, and you're also going to get a further threadings pack, which includes the ring of the memory wire, 14 coils of ring memory wire, which you don't have to use as rings. You can use it just as creating perfect circles and other designs. You've got your satin cord, and you've got 3 lots of organza ribbon at 5 metres each as well. So 5 metres of satin cord, 5 metres of each of the organza ribbon. This is one of the best savings that you could possibly imagine. We've now got less than 30, sorry, in stock. Okay, you should be paying £44. Okay, this is we can't get prices in quick enough today at all. This is your alternative zebra bezel selection. So £24.95. We did one this morning apparently on the show, but this is another option for you today at £24.95. So with this and your felt, you've got everything that you would need to make this incredible piece of jewellery that you see here. And of course there is more over on my there's more over on my desk as well. In fact, Debbie, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be fantastic. Thank you. Sarah and Pascal and Jules and Danielle and Mandy and Kate and Alison, you're all, make sure that you're checking out baskets, folks. Wendy, you've just got yours as well. So here are some more examples of pieces that have been made using elements. Now there's a Dalmatian jasper in there as well. We haven't got the Dalmatian jasper, you have got the white clay, you have got the black clay. We've got a Dalmatian jasper coming up later in the show. Again, this is using the felt. Again, this is using a bezel that has been created by Debbie, and also using making her own bail attached to the bezel setting. And you can do everything with this kit and with the felt. Can you imagine how much jewellery you can make? And not just jewellery. You know, we've been talking about pictures, we've been talking about all these different elements that you can make as well. So we can go over now to Gemma once again. Yep. And we'll catch up with what's happening here. So the whole concept is you get the felt, you get this, and you can make the pieces of jewellery that you see here. So part of the making up of this jewellery is setting the felt into the bezel set, of which we've seen Debbie already make for us. So what's happening over here?
So what I've done is try to mix that for me.
Just
I'm using a 2-part glue. Sometimes a jewellery glue is too thin. You need a nice thick glue for this section. So I'm just using a 2-part epoxy, which a lot of jewellery makers use. I don't think we've got any on the website at the moment. Right, so what I've done is I've used the cutters, the same size cutter that Debbie made the bezel with. So I've just taken...
Just keep doing it.
Yeah, yes please.
Okay.
I'll be using it in a sec. So I've taken the same size cutter that Debbie's used, and what I've done is I've laid it on top of my felt and found a patterned area that I liked, okay? So I just laid it in there. And then what I've done is I've cut around the edge, and I've just left about 3mm gap all the way around the edge, so it's slightly bigger than the cutter, okay? So it's going to be slightly bigger than the bezel itself. And then this is quite a dense, quite a thick felt that I've created here. So what I've done is I've gone all the way around the edges and on the inside of the back edge, and I've just trimmed around with my scissors just to give it like a beveled edge almost, okay? Just so that those edges are going to sit nicely into my bezel.
Let's make a handbag in that.
Oh yeah.
A handbag would be great, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to get, hopefully, is like a cushion effect. So I'm going to get a nice squidgy area in the middle,
Lovely.
domed over into the edges.
I'm still mixing, yeah?
Yes, that's lovely, thank you. That should be done now.
Okay. We're going to get through loads of questions in just a moment. They're just going to start coming up on the screen. One from Jackie. Hi Gemma and Debbie. I have a felting machine I've never used, but would I be able to create the same effect with this? That's from Jackie.
Yeah, needle felting sheet for doing sheets of felt isn't as effective. Really, wet felting is the way to go for making sheets. You can do it, but unless you've got an industrial scale felting machine, like you know, the pre-felt that you buy in the shops, that's done industrial scale, you know, with millions of needles hitting the wall at one time. So with a felting machine, you'd be there a long time, much quicker with wet felting.
Okay, hopefully that answered your question there, hun. Got another one in here, and this is from Hi Ladies Loving the Show. Thank you, Tinkerella. Oh, I love your name. Question for Gemma. How would you go about doing a leopard print pattern with wet felting, the leopard print?
Well, later on, when we do the giraffe, because that's applying spots, then you might see then.
Great.
We'll probably get to talk through that at that point. But it is a case of, you can twist the felt, you take it in your fingers and twist it and lay it on in spots or in stripes, however you want really. So long as you can keep that pattern in place whilst you start that felting process off by putting the voile on the top, you can really put any pattern you want on.
Fab, thank you. Another text message here. And in the meantime, the glue is literally, Gemma's literally putting the glue into the bezel that's already been cooked, okay? This is from Maureen in Surrey. Hi, hun. When do you use wet felting as opposed to needle felting, please? From Maureen in Surrey. Great question, Maureen.
Right, for me, I use wet felting when I'm making roving. Any larger scale things, I use wet felt. Or for making bases. So if I wanted a backing for a nice scarf or a nice handbag or whatever, then I'd make the backing like a plain piece of felt with my wet felt, and then I might needle felt into it to put detail and design.
Detailing with needle felting. Yeah. Bigger pieces, wet felting.
Yeah, and creating 3D structures, I usually dry felt as well, and needle felt as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, what I've done is I've loaded this bezel up with lots of glue, and I've been very careful to bring the glue right up to the edges of that bezel, okay? So they're right up to the lip, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my square of fabric and I'm going to butt in one edge like this, okay? So I'm going to butt it in, and then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to fold it slightly, roll it over slightly.
That's going to give it that little puffy look.
Yeah, that's it. And I'm going to butt that in as well. Okay, you can't do it on the other sides, but at least you've got two sides in.
Okay.
Okay, so then I'm going to push that in, hold it in place. My finger, a cocktail stick is really useful for this, because you can just use your cocktail stick to
squidge it in,
lay things down. Okay, so I've got two sides in.
You're right, Debbie.
You do work from the outsides first, okay? And then you're going to pop the outside in, making sure those edges sort of roll over into the bezel.
You see, if I'd thought about it, I could have done a dome inside the bezel, couldn't I? So it would sit domed.
You could have, but it is quite thick, the felt. So actually, it's actually fine.
You
It
learn
works
as
really
you go,
well.
don't you? Things evolve.
This is fab having both of you
Well,
here. I love it.
The thing is, this has been a long distance project, hasn't it? We talked about it, but then we haven't been sat side by side doing
No,
it.
so put it through the post and talk to each
Yeah.
other, so it's a bit difficult,
So it
really.
has, it hasn't been. Imagine if we'd got the actual day together to do this.
Fabulous,
it'd been
wouldn't
great.
it?
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it on screen.
Okay, so I'm just tucking all the edges in, and you keep doing that until the glue is almost dry. In fact, it works better if you let it go tacky before you pop this in, and then it doesn't spring out so much. But you keep going all the way around, tucking those edges in so that it really sits neatly inside that bezel. Okay. And sometimes your scissors work nicely just to pop that in, and that's it. That's your felt set into the bezel. Okay, and then you just make up your jewellery as you would any other piece.
Could you do initials?
Yes, yeah, and make a sheet. I would. Yeah, you can do needle felt that actually, and then needle felt initials in. That would be nice.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Pencil cases or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just fabulous, isn't it? I'm with Pip on covering cushions and things. And
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or just
Yeah.
panels. Just pop a panel in. You don't even need to do the whole cushion.
Yeah.
You can just pop panels in.
Like that.
Be nice.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Right, let's get some more text messages going then. Let's see your questions. So, free phone number 0800 644 655 for all of your purchases. And this is from Ted in Oxfordshire. Hello, Stuart Ted. Ted in Oxfordshire, I never knew the Stuart bit part of it. Ladies, what a show! I've been distracted for the last hour over banking issues, but I'm returning to see Gemma rolling, then throwing her felt. What a show! Oh, Ted, I know it's all quite aggressive here today. It's amazing. Thanks for your message there, text, Ted. Right. Keep your messages coming in, keep your questions coming in, and we will answer as many as we possibly can. We've got another one here. Bear with us a second, we'll just try and upload everything that we've had in the show so far. We've just got a couple of this left, it's almost sold out. This is from Jacqueline in Derbyshire. It's hi girls, loving the show. Could you use the bezels with resin and Uti? And that's from Jackie. With resin.
UTE, that's jewel enamel.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yes, you can.
I've not heard of that version before.
Yeah,
okay,
you can.
Fab,
Absolutely,
up there in
you can.
Chesterfields with the cross goods here. Hello. Keep them coming in, and we've got another one. We're just going to get them loaded up, and we're just trying to make sure that they are clean. No dirty ones, thank you. Naughty messages there. Naughty. This is from Alison in Kent. This is such a great show since 9 AM this morning. The best ever. Oh, Alison, thank you very much for your compliments. That's really lovely, because it's not often that we get to hear the praise as much as, in life.
Yes, I know what you mean.
You know, people are usually quicker to complain than they are to compliment. So it's nice in life, isn't it? Like when you're in a restaurant. Yeah, I've just been told to shut up and carry on. Thanks. That's really nice of you.
Your point is proven.
We are going to go to a short break in just a moment. When we come back, we have got absolutely masses more to bring to you. But do you know what I'd like to do is when we resume after the break, we're going to be carrying on with our challenge. Let's do the rosary chain. Let's do it now.
Yes.
Let's do it now, Pip. I want to do the rosary chain now.
Yes, now.
Now, Pip. Because Gemma is desperate to get her hands on it. So what we've done is we've set Gemma and Debbie a challenge. They've both been given the same, sorry, I'm being demanding on time, the same pack of gemstones. And they're both going to be doing their own thing with it. So it's going to be great for us to see the same 3-strand pack. All right. And along the show, I've said they can choose 2 items each. It's fair to say that Gemma has had her eyes on these since the second that we came into the studio. Gemma, what is it about this rosary chain that you're just loving?
I just love it. I love the fact that it just looks like a chain of really big metal, but it's beads and it's all done for you.
It's amazing. It looks amazing with the emerald print behind me. It's going to look great with that giraffe print that we've got coming up later as well, that you can do all the sort of little spots and things with. Right, it's a 54cm strand. I have to warn you that the show price we're doing today only offers us how many, Pip? 133. Not enough when we've been having over 200 people coming in within moments for most things. So Okay, the price that you should be paying, we're going to do a show price today. The usual price is only £8.95, but to be honest, we've got all the stock at 133 of them. We're going to price reduce all of them. It's on a first come first served basis. It's only till the end of the show at £6.95. After the end of the show, any left back up to £8.95. You're going to see this in action with the fabulous Gemma and Debbie Bulford today. They're going to be using this as part of their challenge. £6.95. 0800 644 655. So a 54 centimetre strand. I'm going to hold this up to my neckline. Can I see the call screens, please? Thank you. Actually, 2 of these, and then you could do a really long one. Isn't that gorgeous? It's flying out. Free phone number 0800 644 655. Eileen, congratulations, you've just got 2 of those there. So we are going to see this in action today. Debbie, are you going to be sharing? Well, Gemma, I should say.
It's all right.
I'm not sharing that one.
No, she's not sharing that one.
I'm not sharing that one.
So she's even coming over to get it
Are you
just to
right?
make sure.
Hang on, I'll pass. Patience is a virtue, my darling. Check them out. So, just to recap, we've given both of them a 3-strand pack of animal-shaped beads. And I can confirm we had questions whether we should have a fish and a whale strand. There are, in fact, 2 whale strands and 1 penguin strand. And if you're thinking, what on earth is she talking about? I'll recap that after the break for you. So, £6.95. This amazing rosary chain. We have got over half the stock has gone. Congratulations to all of you there. Remember, keep your text messages coming in to ask Gemma and Debbie any questions that, and please stop them. No naughty text messages. Had some naughty ones in, ladies. Kinky, naughty text messages.
Can we have those in the outtakes?
Yes.
Oh, we might read some of those in the break for a little giggle. Yes, Ryan, our director, just said, "You will not, you'll behave." Was it you, Ryan? £6.95. If you've got any serious, if you've got any questions, 60777. Make sure you start your text message JM Studio. If not, it goes to another shopping channel. It's nothing to do with us, and you won't get your answer. So it's £6.95 for this amazing rosary chain. We have got less than 40 of these now in stock. Slight queue on the phone lines. It's looking like everybody on the phone line should be successful, and we'll still have a few left. So if you haven't yet started dialing, please do so. There's masses of you there that are yet to check out your baskets as well. So my allocation is actually higher than I thought. So please check out your baskets right now. What are you 2 doing now?
Just nothing.
Debbie, you're almost crying.
No, I'm sorry, I can't repeat. Just can't. Just.
We're going to go to the break.
No.
We're going to have a little word with that Bulford. When we come back, she will be professional.
That's not my fault.
We'll see.
Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service.
Guest designers Debbie Bulford and Rachel Norris to explore the endless possibilities of combining polymer clay and wirework. This DVD guides you through a variety of projects and will give you the inspiration you need to create your own designs. Advance your jewellery making and fuse your talents together with this amazing DVD. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, Jewellery Maker are never far away. Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click, and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Okay, I'm back here with our naughty little minxes, otherwise known as Debbie Bulford and Gemma Crow, who, quite frankly, need to just be better, don't they? I mean, it's not like they're amazing or anything. Right, we've got about 20 of this rosary chain still remaining. $6.95, but it's our show price there. We've got lots of prices literally for today's show. What's going on with you two now?
Nothing.
You are being naughty. I can sense it.
We're admiring each other's
just to
work.
recap as well, both of our fabulous designers today. Oh, going to the coast.
Is that our reward?
That's ever.
Oh yeah, is that what we get if we're being good? Going on holiday?
Well, you'd have to be good, very good, you. You'd have to get it together. She's naughty, she's naughty. That's the view outside the window, actually, here in our dreams. We're not in an industrial area at all. So $6.95 on these, and Gemma has claimed this. Have you got one yet?
No.
Oh, do you want it then?
Yes,
You can have it. $6.95.
I'll go and get it.
So they both have the same 3-strand pack and can do anything they want to with it, as long as it's good and not naughty. And then there's going to be 2 strands. They can each choose 2 strands, but actually they've chosen a strand of spinel so far as well that they're sharing. So $6.95 on that one, and here you go. We've almost sold out. If you haven't checked your basket out yet, please do so now.
Thank you.
Right, we're going to do some crazy things. I have got for you one of the lowest price threading packs we have ever done in the history of Jewellery Maker, coming up after this strand. Now, I know full well that Debbie is desperate to get her hands on these because she's ogling them. I'm afraid,
lovely.
but I'm afraid you can't have them.
Why?
Because we're very limited in stock. But how Debbie Bulford are these? Because I'm thinking, Debbie, I'm thinking white top and your denims.
Jeans. I know.
Your denims. I'm thinking your denims. Yeah. That's what Debbie and I have always said while we're together. Just a simple white top and your denims and some nice beads and you're sorted. All you want. Right, let's check these out. They're amazing because they're blue and black agate, but they're I don't think football style is quite appropriate for this, really. I think it's more sort of amazingness, and it's this sort of almost sort of snake skin animal print teeth in, Lucy. Right, keep those text messages coming in, 60777. Your code on these is NDGP64. Just a heads up once again, I've got the lowest price threading pack, the best value for money threading pack ever. Coming up next, I'm thinking Kumihimo Macrame. Okay, this is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You can see why Debbie wanted it, and we've now got less than 20 of these left at the show price today. Show price today is $4.95. $4.95, $4.95. I'm thinking with your black clay, I'm thinking with blue clay, with white clay in there as well, with the translucents getting a slightly different feeling with them. Free phone number 0800 644 655 NDGP64 200 carats, and you've got your 10mm faceted rounds. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. $4.95 on those. Yeah. When are we doing? When are we doing the sapphires? When are we doing the sapphires? Soon. Okay. Right. Could I see the call screens for this, please? Because it's fair to say, what I'm about to display on my desk is going to be immense. What's it going to be, Ryan? Immense! Pete and Kelsey are gonna hate me. Do you know what? I won't get them all out. It's alright, it's alright. I'll just do them like this. Right. Honest to goodness, if you are in for a threading pack, if you're quite liking the idea of an amazing price threading pack, you'll be dialing now. Stephen in Cornwall, that's a very nice message that you've just sent in, and it's not too dirty, so that's very lovely. I mean, it's not dirty at all. He's saying 3 lovely ladies on his favourite channel. What more could he want?
Oh,
that's nice.
thank
That's
you.
a nice one. Thank you, Stephen. Unlike those naughty ones that we've been getting him. Naughty. Right. Okay, so you've got hemp cord and you've got an abundance. You're going to have. Look at all of this. This is just amazing. Look at all of this. I could have just shown you that image there rather than ripping it all apart. What was that, sorry? Oh, Gemma, we've just had a text message in. Have you got time later to show us how to make round beads, please, out of the zebra print?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fab. Thank you. Okay, what are you eating?
Nothing.
Are you eating chocolate? Is it chocolate, really? What chocolate is it?
If my slimming teacher's watching, no, it's not.
Slimming teacher, whatever. What is it really? What is it?
Flapjack, is little Rice Krispie. Rice Krispie
Krispies.
thing. She's looking where they are.
So Jenny ate the rest of them.
What Jenny ate most this morning.
How rude. Right, okay, I'm gonna need some chocolate. Okay, here we go. We've got an amazing threading pack now. Kumihimo techniques, macrame techniques. You genuinely need this. Now, please trust me. And if you trust me with amazing price reductions, then you'll be jumping on the phone lines right now, or indeed putting them into your baskets on the website. If you jump on the phone line, if you put it into your basket, then you're not obliged to buy it until you press your buy now button or you press your option 1 on when you speak to the call centre. This is going to be absolutely incredible. You've got 10 lots of 10 yards. Actually, you've got 20 lots. There's 2 lots there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 200. You've got 200 yards of hemp cord. That's the brand new hemp cord as well, of which we've got the 0.5 and we've got the 1 mil. So you've got 0.5 is this colourway here. You've got 10 yards of each colour. So that's 100 yards of 0.5 and then 100 yards of 1 mil. 100 yards of 0.5, 100 yards of 1 mil. 100 yards of 0.5, 100 yards of 1 mil. You've then got 200 metres of organza ribbon. Go on, Pip, what are you thinking? Show us the price it should have been. $21.80, great price. It's just masses, it's absolutely masses. No, that does not cut the mustard. Are you ready? $9.95. $9.95. $9.95. Now, obviously, I know Debbie's just gone. $9.95. You're actually looking disgusted, Debbie.
No, I'm just amazed because I mean, normally you buy it by the metre, don't you? And it's normally.
Yeah.
How much do you bought cord lately? About
Christmas, yeah.
How much do you pay per metre?
I can't remember, but it was in that.
I thought it was about 110 or something a metre, or 120 for 2 metres. I can't remember now, but
For
I remember.
organza.
For cord.
Well, for cord.
You see, that just seems ridiculously expensive to me.
Yeah, and a lot of places now won't sell ribbon like that. You have to buy like a
lot
whole
of it.
reel.
Yeah, yeah.
And the whole reel, you're talking £3, £4, £5 upwards sometimes.
Yeah.
It's really stunning organza.
They've started to do that now in that chain shop, haven't they?
Yeah, they
You can
have.
only buy a reel.
Yeah.
$9.95 for this is absolutely extraordinary. So once again, okay, so we're talking in terms of yards. 10 yards is roughly 9 metres. So really, we're looking at 180 metres of hemp cord. 180 metres of hemp cord. Congratulations to Mary and Carol and lots of anonymous people there. Teresa and Penelope, lots of anonymous people on the website and on the phone lines. Donna and Geraldine. Joanne and Alison, Alexandria, Danielle and Janine and Hannah, and I've got people in Merseyside and Gwynedd and Worcestershire and Suffolk and Dorset and Cheshire and Devon and Essex. Let's keep your text messages coming in, folks. 0800 644 655. Yes, we've had a lot of questions about whether we can make some round beads out of the wet felt.
You can, yeah, you can.
And can you dry felt to make the round beads as well?
It's, to be honest, I find it simpler using the needle to do a needle felting to make round beads.
Okay.
But then if you want to make a big batch, you can put loads in the washing machine and that speeds it up. You just pop them in the washing machine and do a batch.
What a great idea.
put them in
This is why
tights.
Gemma Crow is here, inspiring us, and Debbie Bulford is here, inspiring us. We've got another text message. Remember, that threading pack's still available at £9.95. This is from Veronica in Lancashire. Bliss today. Jenny and Lucy, my favourite presenters, thank you. And then Debbie and Gemma, my two favourite designers, great shows, thank you. That's from Veronica in Manchester. Veronica, that's lovely of you. How's Manchester doing, hun? I'm missing my home city. Missing my home city. Up there soon, though. Send it my love, won't you? Anyway. Okay, £9.95 on that amazing bundle. If we've got any more remaining later, we'll revisit that. But that's 180 yards of hemp cord. Yards. And I've totally destroyed that. Okay, should we now? We've had a request the other day for zircon. Let's just, I'll pass that over to Ryan. I completely demolished that. Sorry, Ryan.
Useless, aren't you?
He just called me useless. That's just lovely. Thank you. Right. I'm going to need that blackboard, sorry, Ryan. I've got to warn you, I've got less than 10 of these. It's on a first come first served basis. They're truly outstandingly beautiful. Thank you very much. We have got these literally in stock. We believe perhaps somebody didn't check out people didn't check out baskets, or people changed their mind. What I can guarantee is that they've never left the building, so they've not been returned to us. I can guarantee that to you. But we have actually only got 4, and they're amazing. They're absolutely, truly outstandingly beautiful. Zircon is the oldest gemstone in the world, aren't they? Look at the faces of you two. It's fair to say that, I mean, what would you do with them? Let's get inspiration.
I think I just sit and look at them.
Yeah, they're not allowed, these.
I think shouts Sheila to me, those two. I mean, can you imagine her with her wedding tiaras, and I mean, her wedding jewellery is so beautiful.
They're absolutely exquisite,
special.
aren't they? Aren't they? Now, zircon is the oldest gemstone. It's actually the oldest property on the planet. There's nothing older. No diamond ever discovered is older than zircon. Nothing is older on the planet. They have double the refractive index of diamonds, so they're going to sparkle more than a diamond. And in fact, in America at the moment, it's known as awards season. And the amount of zircon that now makes it onto the red carpet instead of diamonds, because if they want that pizzazz and they want that ting when a flash goes on a camera, zircon, that happens with the zircon much more so than it does with a diamond, because of this double refractive index. Now with these, you're obviously going to make exquisite high-end jewellery. We are going to do the lowest price I've ever been to, because there are 4 and that's it. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee still. You cannot go wrong, but I've got to warn you, first one's gone. 3 left. That's it. Are you ready? For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33, 34. 35 approximately on that strand. They are breathtakingly beautiful. I see one of those simply with a little bit of 925 sterling silver wire wrapped around the top, attached onto a silver chain, or in fact on a white gold chain, and it's on a first come first served basis. I've got people waiting for the price, and it's a case of whoever confirms first. The lowest price is ever been for this strand, for the final 4, at $39.95, and they are beautiful. And if you get them home and you don't agree that they are beautiful, you can return them. Good luck. There's more people there that wants them. I've got more people on the phone lines than I have of these available. They've sold out. They've sold out. They're truly beautiful, and I hugely congratulate you for those. Okay, if you love those, how about which should we do? The blue sapphire? Okay. No. No. Very limited, last of stock, guaranteeing lowest ever price. Lowest ever price, guaranteed 45 carats of genuine blue sapphire. Now sapphires, of course, when the first sapphire was ever discovered, it was a Ceylonese sapphire, it was blue. Blue is absolutely the true colour that when people think of a sapphire, the majority of people are automatically going to think blue. 0800 644 655. You're looking at the code CPRU34. They're 2x1 up to a 5x2, and it's a 32 centimetre strand. This is actually brought over directly from our workshops in India for you. Free phone number 0800 644 655. Now it's African sapphire, and what's happened is we have a team of gem hunters here at the Genuine Gemstone Company. Our gemstone hunters have gone directly to the source to source the gemstones, and rather than us get this from a supplier as a whole complete strand, what's happened is the gemstone's gone to our workshops in Jaipur in India, and in doing so we've done all the cutting, all the colour matching, all the treatment process. And can you confirm what treatments it's gone through, please, hon? Can you confirm the treatment that this has had, please? We're just going to look at that for you, because there's 40 carats, 45 carats, 1, 2, 3. It's just where the specification is on the specification page, down on the bottom right hand corner. If it's had any treatment, it will say. Oh, you're kidding me. All right, this goes one step further, because it's completely natural. This is completely, totally, utterly, 100% natural blue sapphire. And we're going to go under £30. £17.95, lowest price ever. Last few remaining now. I've now got less than 50 of these in stock at £17.95. It's completely genuine natural sapphire. Now I'll pick up where I left off with taking these directly from Africa, where they were sourced. They've then gone to our very own workshops in Jaipur in India, where if they were having any treatment, they'd haven't had a treatment. And then they've gone through the perfect colour matching process, and also the cutting process and the polishing process. Obviously not a fasting process in this instance, which is highly polished and then drilled, and they've all been put onto this strand for you. Now in doing that, we've cut out a huge amount of middlemen, which means that's the reason why we can do them for £17.95. Taking a bit of a hit on them for the final few as well, but what was the matter? Sorry, babe. Oh really? Free phone number 0800 644 655. It's £17.95. I've just found out we have actually taken a bit of a hit on them, but hey, it's the lowest price ever. This is a really, really exciting show. We're just giving Debbie and Gemma the opportunity to do a little bit more with their challenge. We'll be regrouping and rejoining them very shortly. Going to read out some more text messages in just a moment. We're going to be catching up. We're not letting them have these because we're really low in stock. The final few, it's £17.95. 0800 644 655. They're amazing. You are so amazing. The best show ever. Love the two designers. That's from Thelma in Devon. They do care, Thelma. They do. You just got a huge compliment there. They're so engrossed.
Sorry. Do you know, I'm so sorry. We were both engrossed, were we? I'm really sorry.
You were.
Thank you.
Sorry. They're trying to come over as professional. This is from Barbara in Dorset. Hi, you lovely people. A quick question for Gemma and Debbie. What type of pen do I need to write on the scale mail and can do the Zentangle on them? That's from Barbara. Oh, we've got the scale mail. Where's the scale mail? We're going to do that shortly, hon. What pen for the scale mail?
That's a Debbie question.
Okay, the best make for the pens is called Sakura, Sakura, and that's the best pen to use because it's a permanent ink pen. Don't forget to use a permanent ink pen because you don't want to put.
So you can't just put a felt tip on, can you?
No, because it just rubs off. You see, you don't want it on your neck and on your best frock.
Oh, you don't.
No, it's got to be a permanent ink pen, and Sakura is the best pen to use.
Fab. Thank you, Debbie. £17.95 on these as well. Can I just get your opinion as professional jewellery makers, ladies, as much as I take the mick out of them, they are ridiculously incredible at what they do. I've got a lot of people who have not yet checked out their baskets on these. You're about to lose them because we've got people queuing on the phone lines for them. £17.95 for this strand of this genuine natural sapphire. What's your professional opinion on this, please, Gemma?
What am I going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it.
Your opinion on it, and have you got an idea what you do with them?
It's gorgeous, and I would make a little flower for a comb. That's what I'd make with using the leaf technique. So I'd make 5 leaves, make it into a flower.
Gorgeous. I've just realised as well, a bit of blue.
Blue.
Something borrowed, something blue. If you make wedding jewellery, can you imagine putting a blue sapphire? Okay, we're going to move on. Debbie, just quick thoughts on that. What you'd do with that, £17.95?
I would put it onto some very fine wire and I would gizmo it so you'd have a bar with bubble gems at the front.
Oh, buy that strand at £17.95, folks. Buy that strand. Now, one of my favourite gemstones on the absolute planet, and here it is, rose quartz. If you're a fan of crystal healing, as if you're my regular viewers, you'll know that I'm really passionate about it because I make a lot of jewellery for friends now. I very rarely make to sell anymore. And rose quartz is something that I always try to include. It's a very personal gemstone. It's a very balancing gemstone. Probably should be a head to toe in it. We're going to do a gemstone shine of distinction for $4.95 for the first. How many have we got? 50 on the dot. First 50 people can get this for just $4.95, but it's on a first come first served basis. It's amazing, completely natural rose quartz. 0800 644 655. Okay, we've now got less than 40 of these available. 70 carats, and the clarity on these is outstanding. Free phone number 0800 644 655. Go on then, ladies. What are you thinking? What would you do with these? $4.95. Got less than 35 of these now.
I always mention you whenever I see rose quartz because I always remember you saying you put this on your jewellery.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a really nice touch. The squares are nice. You could almost do like button jewellery, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Put rose gold wire going through it. So
yeah, lovely.
Really pretty.
Really lovely. This is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and the clarity of these is amazing. If you know people who like rose quartz, but have you read that text?
What's that? No, what's that say?
Oh, that's genius. Oh.
That's really good. I like that.
Isn't he just love? Wouldn't you just love Bruce to be your granddad? Wouldn't you just? Or Bruce Forsyth, I reckon he's actually Father Christmas.
Gorgeous.
No one else is with me on that. Okay, got the last 10 of these. Next 10 people to confirm on this can get it for $4.95. It's clarity, clarity, clarity. Which one next? Sorry, Pip. I haven't got them in there. Oh, that's because they're here. Okay. Oh.
Together. Oh, yes. Love those.
Oh, but you can't have them. Lost of stock. There's only 18 left. You can't have them. Congratulations. Do you know what? Anonymous person in Worcestershire, you've just bought 3 of those rose quartz. You're my type of person at $4.95. Why wouldn't you, eh? Hey? Right. Loving these. We're going to read some more text messages for my fabulous ladies and taking ownership of them today. They're mine. They go from a 9 up to a 10 by 6 mil. JPP 057. We're going under £20. Look, do you know what I love about them as well? The fact that we've packed them on. They've obviously packed on because they won't sit side by side. That's because there's so many of them, they can't fit on. It's fabulous. They are beautiful. And I actually think, if you like simple jewellery, just look at that with a silver clasp, or maybe one of our silver flash toggle clasps. Isn't that pretty? And perhaps with rose gold. Got a lot of you there on the phone lines, so press your option 1 as soon as you can. 0800 644 655. Come on, come on, come on. Loving this deal. Debbie, have you ever put top drawer pearls onto memory wire?
Just disappeared at the other end of the studio then.
She just appeared like she was a superhero.
I did. I'm sorry about that. I was just down there getting some wire. I haven't, but do you know that would look really nice actually? Yeah. That would have you?
I've done, yeah. Yeah, in between gizmo quills, so it looks like a little...
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Grab these. Free phone number 0800 644 655 JPP 057 for $9.95. I love those. Also, have a look on the website and see if we've got any of the spacer bars. Because, you know, the little spacers, Debbie's quite often does pearl cuffs and uses the spacer bars. And do you know what? Just One Life couldn't get any better. Here he is. All right, darling. Can't interrupt my flow, we've got loads to do. Don't kiss me, Ed. Stop touching me. And stop sending those dirty messages into Debbie Bulford. $9.95. I am joking. That's sold out. Which one next? Sorry, lovely. Let's do box 10. Now this is lemon quartz that is extraordinary. Oh goodness, the clarity on these is amazing. These are lemon quartz. There's saucers that go from a 5x2 up to a 10x4. Look at that. Look at those. To say that they're being ogled from our fabulous designers today is a slight understatement.
Oh, they're nice.
Oh, she's spanking now.
No.
Go on, what are you thinking?
I'd want to put those as you can see how beautiful they are against that backdrop. I think I want to use some black, like the black spinel or something with it. It looks stunning.
Or smoky.
How many have we got in stock?
Smoky quartz. Oh, yes.
Oh no! Got less than 60 of these now in stock. 60 carats. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This is ridiculous. This is the Gemstone Standard Distinction. It's £7.95, and it's now the next 50 people to get this. Free phone number 0800 644 655. Don't go anywhere. We're going to a short break. When we come back, it's all about you being inspired. Here we go.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, Jewellery Maker are never far away.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
You can now keep in touch by following Jewellery Maker on Twitter. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
You are watching our amazing designer inspiration show today that I did warn you, if you are on our Facebook page, I put a message up earlier on myself and Pip, and he was really excited about the picture that he found on the internet because it was go for it, gopher. A gopher's an animal and it's a bit of an animal themed show. No, I did love it. I totally loved it. I'm totally supporting you in your choice of picture. Yeah, he asked me to clap if I loved it. Can we all clap, please, for the gopher picture? That was tumbleweed. No, it was ace. But I did warn you that today was going to be the best show ever, and it is the best show ever. What is it, Ryan?
The best show ever.
Fabulous. And we've got just a few of these remaining now. Gemstone Standard Distinction at £7.95, 16 left in stock. Amazing, aren't they? £7.95. What are you two giggling about now? And where's the chocolate? Oh. Can we get some chocolate?
Swap you
Have
for
you
some
got
tea.
chocolate there? Are you hoarding? What are you doing? How long have they been sat there? Have they got nuts in them?
No, got marshmallows and then raisins.
Oh, well, raisins is fruit, isn't it?
Yeah, you
Right.
can have that.
Let's get one of you demo in soon so I can eat. They've got their uses, haven't they? Okay, we're going to keep... We've got a slight problem with the text messages. Is it when it's web comments? It just... Web messages, thank you so much for all of your lovely comments. But what's happening is when we get a lovely comment and then we get a question, we're only getting a lovely comment, which is really nice, but we want to answer your questions. So basically, stop being so nice and just ask us the question and then we'll be able to answer it for you. So if you've sent one in that's quite long, we're only getting the first bit. It only allows so many characters. I think it's 60 characters or something. So thank you so much for being lovely. If you want to be lovely, maybe start it with a kiss. If you're loving the show, start your message with a kiss, and that means we're loving the show. That'll be like our little code today. Is that all right? I want to answer your questions today. Well, I want to get the ladies to answer your questions. These matrix boxes, now, without a shadow of a doubt, I know that you've been incredibly impressed with these, both of you, haven't you, the matrix boxes, because there's 460 findings in here. What's really fab as well is the fact that you get 20 individual compartments that all fit into this one compartment, and let's face it, as jewellery makers and as crafters, storage is a bit of an issue, isn't it? Now with this, you have got so many, and it's the variety. In fact, we've got a photographed image of all of this coming your way very shortly, but it includes, you've got masses of chain, you've got 2 different thicknesses of chain. So if I show you, look at this. Okay, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get them, not all of them, don't worry, Cassie, look, just like that. No, don't do that. So, these are 2 thicknesses of chain, and we're going to do, how many have we got in stock, sorry, Pip? Okay. So we're going to do the lowest price ever, but it's for 88 people. 88 people we can do this price for. After that, after the show, it goes back up to, okay, just get it, basically. Lowest price ever, first 88 people. We've got weird quantities that we can do offers on today, and I've got to be honest, I don't really know why the quantities are that they are. Okay, just to warn you, almost 300 of these sold in seconds last time it was seen on it, so the 88 that we've got allocated will go. Okay, have a look at that. Look at these. If you want more than one of these, get more than one, seriously. So you've got 20 of the little boxes. You can see an image there on your screen. I'm very aware you can't see it particularly clearly. You've got lots of little balls, and there. You've got 2 different sizes. And how can you imagine these with soutache as well? And they're large enough for 1 mil to go through, those ones, just so you know. Macrame, what are you thinking, ladies, as you're looking over here? What are you being inspired to do?
I don't think you can have enough of the beads, can you really?
No, enough of space of beads, no.
No, you never have enough space of beads.
Look at those.
Oh, they're nice.
Aren't they?
They've got lots of holes in the bottom of them.
Yes!
3 hole down to 1. Oh, pearls. Can you imagine pearls? 3 strand pearl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fine. And on a bracelet. Nice to put a bracelet.
Do you know what they're going to sell out? Sorry, what did you say, Debbie? Sorry.
It'd be nice on a pearl bracelet as well, actually.
Yeah. Well, then you can use. Oh, look at those for spaces on cuff style bracelets.
You know the lovely strands that you sold out of the lovely strands you've got there, the 2 little strands there, the very fine ones. Can
the sapphire.
Like 3 different.
Oh. Have we sold out the sapphire pick?
Very nice.
Got less than 10 in stock at the sapphire. Got 2 of those, and then you've got chandelier earring. I'm saying earring finders, but you can use them. You can actually use these in rings as well. They look ace if you bend them around the finger. But for pendants, you're going to get 2 of those. You've literally got findings coming out of your ears. Angela, Sue, Sheila, Ross, Danielle, Irene, Barbara. We will sell out of this today. Lowest price ever. At $14.95, lowest price ever. If you want more than one of these, that will actually get you 920 findings for less than £30. If you get 2 of those, obviously you just times that by 2. Joy and Suzanne, Margaret, Pascal, Lynn, Noreen, Sheila, Maureen, Noreen and Sheila, and Maureen and Sheila, and Jacita, and Mandy, and lots of new people, and Diane, and Paula, and Joanne, and Marion, and Anne, and Veronica, and Joanna, and Judy, and Sarah, and Glenda. There's so many of you there, but we've still got a few just remaining at $14.95 for you. That works out as 3. Really? 0.03 pence a finding. Obviously, you would pay more for one of these findings compared to one of these findings, so it's all, yeah, you know what I mean. That's amazing! At £14.95, how many have we got left there, Pipster? 30 remaining, and lots of you on the line. Ryan, I love the fact that you always do this little weird head bob dance. Right, I've got some more connects here. Let's get another text message in for your designers today. Let's keep them working, let's keep them busy. What you wanting to know? Okay, we've got a question, but we're missing the rest of it. But we have got a question, so let's have a look at the question. And the question is, hi Debbie, I asked the question during the morning show, but it must have been too late. Can I use a heat gun on baked polymer bezel to melt enamel?
No, I was going to ask that.
No.
Good question.
No, well, no, because the problem is with a heat gun, unless you've got one that is really low powered, a heat gun is like a hairdryer, it blows. An enamel, when you put it on, is powder. So you'll just head it towards the enamel, it will just go, it will disperse before it starts to melt. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
You can get them that don't actually do that just give
Sit
off,
in.
just heat. And it doesn't actually look like a hairdryer.
Okay,
Is there a problem heating the polymer?
No,
With
really.
it? No.
So the polymer bit isn't the issue bit, it's the enamel being
It's the enamel.
blown away.
Yeah, you literally aim your heat gun at the enamel and it just disperses.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So just put it in the oven.
I love the fact that all of us are learning, including each other. Gemma's doing that.
Put it in the oven. I was thinking the other day.
Thinking. We've got Karen in Yorkshire's just text. Got to agree, the best, most exciting and lively designer inspiration show ever from Karen. That's nice. Are you sure? Are you sure? With these two? Are you being inspired, really? It's amazing, and I feel very privileged to be in this situation where we can literally use and abuse the powers of the mind of Gemma and Debbie. Got another one coming in. Oh, you put an X, that means you're loving the show. Deborah, you're ace, thanks Al. Can you use metal stamps on scale mail, Debbie?
Well, you can answer that, can't you? Because you've got stamped scale mail on.
Gemma's stood there going like,
Yes, you can.
Gemma, can we have a close-up on your necklace, hun? We've got scale mail on its way.
This is a texture hammers, but it's the same principle. You can stamp, but you need to flatten the scales out first, obviously, before you stamp.
Yeah.
But you can.
Fab. Right, I'm being told we've got to move on. Shut up, Lucy. We've got to move on. That's almost sold out. Okay, can we do this one then? Right, this is so exciting. Oh. Am I right in thinking then that with this, right, seriously, ridiculous. Who's demoing first on this first one? Can I just say, these ladies are like Wonder Women. They are getting cups of tea and coffee. You are kidding me. Pip, by the way, my producer, just said, I've just seen the quantity and I'm livid about this. We've got less than 100 of them. Sorry. Could you, just before I come over there, could you pass over the two pieces that we're going to focus on, please, the two bangles? Thank you. Thank you very much, Debbie Bulford. Okay, here we go. Oh my word. Wow. I think I'm particularly drawn to these because my little boy's bedroom is themed with giraffes in memory of his grandma, who just loved them. And I find this amazing. Isn't this amazing? Now this is where two minds of our designers have come together. Oh my word. Now they need to interlock like that.
And the producer.
And the producers gave us the photo to go by, can I say? It's all
Pip,
down to Pip.
Is applauding himself. Well done, Pip. He just sat there going, what I great. This is amazing. So Pip, where did you see this design? researching magazines and the likes of Vogue and Marie Claire and Cosmopolitan and look, it's amazing. Animal print is huge, and animal print jewellery is massive this season, absolutely massive. And then look at this one. So I have really bad news, as in we've got less than 100 of the inspiration collection, but if you can get it, every single one of you will be able to make, and we're going to talk you through, and you're not even going to be taught through, you're going to be shown how to make these. We're going to show you everything that you need to know. Right, included then is all your clay. Debbie, clay here. I mean, to make one of those giraffes, how much of this clay have you used to make one of the heads?
Less than a quarter each. Make loads out of there.
So you've got all of these here, and I actually think as well, this is a lovely thing to teach children how to do, because I mean, it's artistic, but it's intricate and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I have really bad news. We've now already got less than 60. Oh no, I know, I'm sorry. Now this is the copper coloured wire that you're going to get. This is 0.8, and you're going to get 10 metres of this. Okay, the wire. Really, really, really important is the felt, but we'll go to that in a moment, because that's where your huge saving is. Now this is everything that you need for your threading material. Not doing your usual, because this is not a typical kit, so take note of what you need. You're going to get your monofilament. You're going to get some organza ribbon. I've not seen that come into play yet. You get 14 coils of the memory wire, 50 metres of silver colour bean thread, 6 metres of elastic.
I think actually the ribbon automatically comes with the threading pack.
Got you. So it's just a threading pack.
When we asked for memory wire, that automatically came with it.
Got you. You're actually going to get all the lots of memory wire with this, because you've got so much free stuff coming. Because of our lack of quantity, Pip's actually reduced the dark price. I'm really sorry, to make up for the fact that, well, to be honest though, if anything, psychologically it would have gone up surely, because we never take prices up, we only bring them down. Anyway, here we go. Now what's really fab, if you missed out on that zebra pack earlier, you've got the black and the white, so you can actually do the zebra print with these felts as well. So you can see you've got all the colours that you need and more, and it's safe to say, I know full well, because I've seen the way that Gemma has worked with this type of felting before, you've hardly used any, have you, Gemma?
No,
tiny amount. We're going to see a demo of how to do everything. Okay, can I see the call screens, please, hun? So you're going to get all the clay, you're going to get a full threading pack, you're going to get the copper wire as well, you're going to get all the memory wire, you're going to get all the felt, all the clay that you need. Free phone number 0800 644 655. It's a case of first come, first serve, because you should be paying £30.65. Now we've got a show offer for today, but now unfortunately we've got less than 40. Okay, do you know what? £24.95. He's taking a clean tenner off. Taking it to £20.65. That's £10 off the price that this should have been. It's on a first come, first served basis. You've got everything that you need here to make these amazing inspirational pieces of jewellery. Absolutely, truly, amazingly inspirational pieces. Congratulations to all of you who've got it, and a huge congratulations to Pete, who's just made us all cups of tea and coffee. You're ace. Okay, so I'm going to go over. No, Pip hasn't got one. Right, we're going to go over, and who are we going to start with?
Me.
You, Bulford.
Me.
Can I bring the cakes?
Yeah, if you want to.
Would you like one? You're going to
No,
demo.
thank you.
Would
No.
you like one?
Yes, please.
Which one are you having? What's this one?
I don't know.
It's got marshmallows. Has it got marshmallows in it? I don't know. I bought them this morning.
Thank you.
That's okay. No, I have to be honest that when I first put this together, it had ecru in it, but you've got that lovely pale gold, which actually will work better. Work far better with this giraffe than what I've got here.
How do they differ, sorry?
Well, shall I get the colour? The colour actually isn't very much different.
That's what I was going to say, because I'm just looking and I couldn't really see the difference. Oh, okay.
There's hardly any colour difference, to be honest. And in fact, the yellow
you're getting this one.
Yeah, that yellow will actually work better for the giraffe print than the ecru. But do excuse me, because I've done the demos in the I've got the stages ready in this one, and you're getting this one, which is far better. And if you want to make it paler, like this, you can just put some white with it, and just take it down a shade.
Cool.
So, okay. So, excuse me doing my demos in this other colour, okay? Right, so, that's that.
So we are going to, we've got less than 20 now in stock, just to let you know. We're going to learn how to do the giraffe heads now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking, I'm looking at this and I've looked underneath. Could you make them as pen tops?
Of course you can.
I want to make them as pen tops.
That's okay. You can. You can do whatever you want. It started off with this. This is my first one that I made. You see, it's sort of progressed. That's the first one that I made. This little one here, and then I made this one, which sort of goes to the colour variation, and I sort of twisted it round a little bit to go around the wrist. And then I had to go at doing that, which is, it gets better every time.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I love
You
that
sort of
one.
progress. So that was my first one I'd ever made. So you can see you do move on a bit. So that was a
Even
bit,
Debbie Bulford gets better and better.
you just need to practice really.
Keep those text messages coming in. We'll read out some more in just a
Right.
moment.
So how do you start? I haven't got an overhead camera here, but we're fine. We're fine to hear. 'Cause,
Sure.
Yeah, honestly, you
Okay.
see fine. What we need to do is to make a Skinner blend, and this is invented by somebody called Skinner. And you need to make a rectangle of 3 colours, and you need a dark, a medium, and a light colour. So for our giraffe, I have chosen this mid colour, which is in the bundle, and this, which is actually going to be your gold, and white. And I've put it in the percentages that I want. I want there to be quite a nice grading between the white and the dark. So what I need to do now is to fold it that way. Don't do it white to brown, otherwise when you put it through your clay roller it's just going to come out one colour. Okay, so I'm going to take that off there and I'm going to take it to my clay roller now. This is my clay roller, and you put it through on number 1. You roll it through. Excuse Lucy while she's just eating a lot.
Gemma as well.
And then fold it in half again. I'm joking. Fold it in half. Fold it in half and pop it through again. And as soon as it's actually stuck together and the 3 colours aren't going to be coming apart, you can then move the dial. Now the dial on this is a ratchet. You pull it out and turn it.
Okay.
And you need it on about number 4 or 5. And you need to put it through at least half a dozen times. And when you've done that, miraculously, is one I made earlier, it blends to that. Okay, so it then gets to this stage that you've got 3 different colours blended in together.
Now, do
All right.
excuse me if I keep interrupting,
No,
Debbie,
no,
but
no,
we
no,
are
no, no,
inundated with questions.
You carry on.
Just a question come in. Best setting for in a gas oven. Best heat.
I'm asked that all the time, and I'm told, because I don't have a gas oven, but it's literally just on, literally on, because
That's it.
oh, I do that every time, because some people say to me, what on earth do I do? But it's literally just on, and if I was you, I would get an oven thermometer, put it in your oven, because every oven is different. Mine's hotter at the back than the front and what have you. Put it into your oven and test the temperature in your gas oven, and then put the dial accordingly, because every oven is different. But I'm told it's literally just on, it's so low.
I was just having a smirk then because that message was to the 3 Musketeers.
Oh right, like that.
That's a good
Like
one.
that. Right, so then what do you do? The 3 colours that you started off with, you make like little sausages like this, okay? Small, medium and large. And you make sort of half a dozen or so of them like that. Small, black, medium, light, and slightly larger in the darker tone.
Would you say ish 10 mil, 8 mil and a 6
Yeah,
mil in
yeah.
thickness? Okay, ish.
And you put those together really haphazardly like that, okay? Then you take a piece of black and you wrap it around, not completely, you just leave a little bit showing of one of the colours, doesn't matter which one, of one of the colours. I'm going to roll that between my hands now, and then that gets placed onto your clay, which you have mixed, and it is now lovely shades. I'm just going to place that on top.
Just keeping you up to date with stock levels, we've got a slight situation here where we've got 11 people have put them in baskets. We're showing 9 in stock, so that means 2 of you will miss out. It's the first people to confirm in your baskets, and there's 2 of you on the phone line, so they will all go. It's on a first confirmed basis.
Okay. So as you're doing it, just keep rolling your blended piece of clay, and you can roll it backwards and forwards, and you really can be as rough as you like with this, because you don't want this to be even. You want the giraffe print to be uneven. Okay, roll it between your hands. Now I'm going to cut it in half and place it back together. Okay, and place it back together. And the rougher you are, it means that that print is going to look more natural. Okay, keep pulling and pushing, and because you've got the graduation in colour, again, it's going to look more natural. As it goes from the giraffe, they don't want the same colour all the way up, but there you go. You just keep reducing and reducing until that cane is the pattern that you want and the size that you want. Okay, so there is the inside of a very, very quickly made cane. Now, when you've actually got it to how you want it, and you like the pattern inside, you then start to make your giraffe. So here you have...
So, sorry to, I'm sorry if this is a really obvious question. So you just keep making the biggest, fattest cane?
As much as you want. You just keep reducing it and stretching it until those patterns are large enough. And you see that? It's a lot larger than that.
Okay, yeah.
So you keep stretching it and cutting it, stretching it and cutting it until the pattern inside gets smaller and smaller until it's the size that you want.
Wow.
See?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So then you take a little plug of clay, and that's probably just less than 1/4 of a block. Condition it, roll it between your hands and put it through the clay roller until it's really soft, until you can bend it in half and it doesn't crack on the top. And that's going to be your giraffe. Take slices of your cane, and I'll show you what to do. I've got one that I made earlier. Pick up my blade. There you go. Here's one I made earlier at home. So if I just slice this, okay, you literally take your little slices and you place them on top of your piece of clay.
So the inside can just be your scrap clay, can't
absolutely.
it?
Can be absolutely
whatever.
Scrap, yeah. I've just used white because it's easy to see. So you can keep covering and keep covering, keep putting pieces on until the whole thing's covered. Then you end up with something like this. Now I've tried to make sure that the paler bits are at the top near the head and the body's darker. I just think it looks nice, but it's up to you, it depends what you want to do. The face you can leave white or you can make it coloured. It's up to you what look you want. So here we go, here's starting now to shape the giraffe. So a giraffe's head, to make a giraffe's head, get hold of the end and just push it back. You see that? Straight away you get the shape of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that again. Take your roll of clay, your plug of clay, right? Just straighten it again. Hold it with one hand, put your fingers on the front and push.
Oh.
All right, and you've almost got the shape of the giraffe's head.
Oh my word, yeah.
All right,
that's so cool.
That's all you do.
You could use those black spinella dies.
You could indeed, you could. Now on the front, what I want to do here, I'm looking for something sharp. I've got something
What do you
down
need?
here.
What can I get for you?
Oh, here we go, I've got it here. Sorry. To make the indentation down either side of the face, you just want to push. They've got sort of a ridge down either side of their face.
You could use the bead reamer, couldn't you?
You could indeed. You could, yeah. And then I want to make the ears. The ears are made from a little round piece of clay that's patterned on one side and plain on the other. And you literally get a ball of clay, roll it around and squash it and then put one on top of another. All right? Really quick now to make. Really, really simple. So the inside of the ears are pale, and you literally get your half circle, fold it in half and pinch the top. You've then got a giraffe's ear.
Oh look.
Okay, and the same with the other one.
We like that.
Pinch it in half, pinch the top, and you've then got your giraffe's ear.
Oh, you're so talented.
And then those will go either side of the head. Now you can put the horns on if you want to, and that's just a little bit of clay just with a dark little piece of clay at the top. Those are literally just a little length of clay. See that? And that I've got ready.
I'm sorry, I just have to read this out because Pip's really excited. He's never been mentioned in a text before, so he's got really excited. This is from Susan in Greater Manchester, and she started with an X. That means if you just tuned in, I said, just start it with an X, and that means you're loving the show. It's because otherwise we don't get the full message. Thanks, doll. X to you, doll. Best entertainment ever, best designers and best presenter. Oh, and love Pip. Thanks, doll.
Oh, lovely.
Yay's just gone. Pip's just gone, yay. And Claire and Ryan and Cassie and Pete as well, I'm sure. If it could have fitted on, it would have been in that message.
Absolutely. So how do you make these things stick on? Because they will come off.
Yeah, how do you?
Okay. So use something like a bead reamer and just press the inside of the ear down, and then really, really carefully, just literally just score it behind.
Okay,
very, very gently.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It's amazing.
And with the other ear that's determined to come off, there we go. Just score it down and it will stick, all right? So there's part of the head. Now, seconds now before we finish it off. Now we do the eyes.
Can you believe how quickly this has been made?
One. Oops.
Well, you could definitely use little gemstones, couldn't you?
Oh gosh, yes. And these look quite nice. I haven't done it with mine actually. If you just pop a little bit of gloss varnish on there.
Oh, lovely.
It makes them shine. Cut in the mouth from the bottom and pull it out a bit so it looks a bit more like a giraffe. Okay, like that. There's your mouth. And then all you do is you do your mane. Now you don't have to have a mane going down the back. I don't know if it's a male or a female that has a mane, or do they have one? But on all the pictures I've got.
Pip's going to find out for you. He's going to go on the internet onto a very known site to find out.
Jolly good.
I should know this because we're very giraffe orientated in our house.
You literally just score that all the way along, and then that goes on the top, through the horns, and again just push it into the clay either side, just literally score it in. Now to make the hole in the bottom for your pens, I use the good old Wags Y cone.
If you didn't have a Wags Y cone,
a pencil doesn't really matter. You do this before you put the mane on because I'm squashing the mane, but then I just push that up, and then I baked mine on the side of a jam jar to give it a curve.
What do you? Oh, okay. So just lay it on the side of it.
Just lay it like that.
Or you could lay it on one of your cutters from earlier.
Yeah, you could do anything to prop it up, and there is your giraffe's head.
It's just awesome, Debbie. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Do you know what? Pip's just had a genius idea as well.
What's that?
Just said that would be great to go on the top of wine bottle stoppers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Really cool. Really cool.
I've really enjoyed doing this actually. It's been really, really good fun.
Yeah, fab. So, here we go. Shall we have another text message before we move on? Have we got any for Debbie before we move on to Gemma? Do you want another Rice Krispie thing in your mouth?
No, not just yet. Get rid of this coffee though.
Pip's saying there's so many, it's hard to choose. This is from Jan in Norfolk. What a magical show. I'm at home recuperating after major surgery, and you three make me feel so much better. Thanks so much, Jan in Kings Lynn. Jan, mwah, lots of love to you, hun, and hope you're recuperating quickly. Okay, just so you know then, we'll show you this one. This is what we're focusing in on. It's this design that was brought out it was pulled out of a very famous magazine for fashion, inspired by the catwalk. Look at this, it's amazing. So this fabulous giraffe print we're going to learn how to do now. Before we do, we have pretty much sold out of everything in the show. We're going to do another show offer, but I have to warn you, the show price is only for, how many have we got of this one, hun? This is the last of the felt. We're only doing this for the first 30 people.
Oh my word.
We've got more felt in different bundles. Right, this bundle, we've only got 30 of this bundle. First 30 people will get it at the show price. If you're after that 30, you get the usual price, which is, we'll bring it all on screen for you. $43.60. $43.60, but for the first 30, okay, that's what's happening, okay. $43.60 is how much it should be. If you're one of the first 30 people, you will get the discount, okay. We've had to do it like this because of the stock situation, apparently. Okay, look at this colourway. Oh my word, you could make a parakeet.
Well, you can do a giraffe, but not in proper colours. I mean, you can do really like pop art stuff, you know?
Pop art, absolutely.
Got the two packs together. The two packs together are ideal.
Yeah. This one is inspired by a morkel. A scarlet macaw, a morkel. Isn't that the one that goes morkel, morkel? Oh no, that's a morpel. What's the one in New Zealand? A more pork.
I don't know.
A more. There's one that. No, I'm not making it up. Isn't it?
Macaw. Is it macaw? No.
The macaw. No, there's one in New Zealand that sounds like it's. I'm going to move on. I'm boring myself. I can't imagine how you're feeling. Right, this is a gorgeous collection. Now, this is colour. We've stayed pretty much on a platter and a palette of more nude tones so far. This is really starting to boost colour. That is gorgeous. And what are you thinking, Gemma, with this collection of colours that you've got here?
I think it's very spring, isn't it? It's very spring. And you know, like zebra prints and leopard and tiger prints, they're in every colourway. So, you know, you can have your animal prints, but if the animal, you know, these safari tones aren't you, do it in bright colours, you know?
Yes.
Neons are everywhere.
So that's already going, this pack's already going. You've then got 4 lots of the clay in the blue, the red, you've got the white accents, so you've got sparkle going through there. And then you've also got the yellow. Now you've also got the gleam. Debbie, briefly, for people who don't know about gleam, what is gleam?
Gleam is like the old-fashioned gilding wax that you used to put on your fireplaces, basically. It's an oil-based craft medium that you put onto pre-baked clay that has a texture. You can also put it onto things like door handles and what have you, but make sure that you put it on, leave it to dry for about 20 minutes and then buff it to a shine, but you'll never get...
giraffe door handle. How cool would that be?
Yeah, cool. But never ever think it's going to be perfect, because this is supposed to look vintage. You won't get that perfect cover. It will look old. It's meant to.
Cool. Okay, so that's the gleam there. Now, we're also giving you, and this is brilliant, because if you've got the artisan machine, how perfect. But if not, you can just use these as cutters. These are your blanks from, and then you've got the little birds there, and then you've got that vibrant pack of the hemp cord. It's the 1 mil. Right. It should be 43.60. It's a case of first come, first served. Okay, you ready? First 30 people to get this, and it's already going. We've got less than 20 now. Show price, this is literally first people able to get it. We'll get it for $29.75, and how many have we got remaining, sorry? Okay, just a few remaining. Look at that collection, the felt alone. I mean, the pack of the felt alone at $29.75 is amazing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a very good price.
And you do get, these are usually, I think, usually $9.95 each, something like that.
You know, you can cut your felt with those as well.
You can cut felt with these.
In your machine, yeah.
Using the artisan machine?
Yeah.
So get the artisan, you've got your artisan machine, chances are you got it at home, because I think we've sold out at the moment. Make your felt sheets, and then cut the felt with these.
You can cut them out, so yeah, so you can get, you know, really nice thick felt shapes.
You need these in your life. You need it in your life. And at that saving, it's an absolute must-have. So we're now going to go over to Gemma. Keep those text messages coming in with your questions. Have we got any more text messages before we start the next demo? This is $29.95, and remember, you get all of the clay as well. Jeanette, Julie, Jacqueline, Lorna, Leslie, Susan, Mandy and Noreen, and a couple of new people there. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody who's new. Welcome to the mad world of Jewellery Maker. It's a lovely place to be. Make sure you press your buy now button and make sure you're checking out your baskets. This is a phenomenal deal, a phenomenal saving, QDGC71. So let's just recap onto this. This is what we're about to learn. Here we go. This is from Sue in Herefordshire. What a show! Debbie and Gemma are so inspirational. You've lifted my spirits. I'm loving the show. Keep up the good work. Amazing. Oh, Susan, thank you so much for your compliments there. That's lovely, hun. And we're just going to get some questions, so obviously we can get the best out of our designers and work them. We haven't really got any questions at the moment. We've just got lovely comments, which is so lovely. Thank you. If you have got your questions for Debbie or Gemma, or even Pip, you know, what he's having for, what are you having for your tea, Pip? I'm joking. He doesn't know. We don't. He's having roast ham. Lovely. Nice. Then you can send your text into the same number, 60777. Start your text message JM Studio. So we're going to learn now how to make the actual giraffe print.
Yes. We're going to make, it's slightly different to the sheet felting that we did earlier. It's roving, and I have done, if you want to watch the full demo on making roving, there was a designer inspiration show which I can put a link to later on my wall.
Great, thank you.
Because there's no way we're going to get to do the zebra the felt balls, print balls, and the whole roving. So it's I'll take you so far with this process, and then we'll talk through the rest. So what I've done is I've taken the skein of my wool, and I've laid it out onto my. I'm using this bamboo mat again because it's really great for making the roving. If you can get your hands on these, I think I paid about £2 for a pack of 4 in a well-known. You see, it was a bit like Woolworths, but it's not. You know, before that closed down. So get yourself one of these. They're so useful. I've laid it out and I've spread the single skein of felt out so that there's not too many gaps. It's fairly even. Okay.
I just say, Director Claire's just said that when she's just started doing it and she's doing it on a big scale and she's got herself a beach mat. Yeah, beach mat. That's what I started. I've got that at home, but obviously it's far too big for in here. Right. So now I'm just going to lay on some little squares of my brown felt to make my giraffe print. And the way I do that is just pull a section off, a little wisp off.
Not much at all.
Wrap it around my finger. So I want those fibres to all go the same way. Okay? And I'm going to lay them across the fibres on my felt.
So you don't want to scrunch it up in a little ball, you want to wrap it round.
Yeah. If we scrunch it up too much, what's going to happen is they'll felt together, but they won't felt to the underside. Okay? So just make these little sections. In this way, you're not going to get an absolute perfect print. But you can go in after and needle felt into it. So I just lay all these on. I've made loads. I'm going to interlock them, lay them on. Okay. And this section of felt, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it. So I'm going to keep my design towards one edge and leave the other edge free of pattern, okay? Because that edge is going to be sort of tucked inside because we're going to roll it all up. Do you understand what I mean? So I might even try and overlap some of these brown ones, these brown spots, so that they lip into the next side, so the pattern almost zips in, if you know what I mean. Okay, so there I am. That's roughly what I'm going to do. Now, I haven't changed my water, so this water is still cold. I need to protect.
Do you want us to get you some hot water?
No, it's fine.
You don't want it topped up or anything?
No, it'll be okay, because I'm only going to explain it. You won't see the whole process today. Covering that design up again with that foil just to protect it, to stop it moving around, and wet it thoroughly. Okay. So get it nice and soggy. Again, nice soapy water really helps, and if it's hot, it helps. It's not essential, but it certainly speeds it up.
And you've got some bubble wrap that you're just squidging into it? Yeah,
a plastic bag, or a shower scrunchie. When I'm working at home, I use a shower scrunchie that grabs the water nicely but doesn't saturate too much.
Smells really nice. We've had another one here from Nicholls Jewellery in Lancashire. I love the name of that. And it started with an X. That means you're loving the show. Love it, thanks. My 7-year-old daughter just got home from school and said, "How come Debbie and Gemma are on?" She loves Gemma's makes. Plus it makes her name. Plus it's her namesake, and she loves Deb. Oh, that's lovely. And the X, by the way, we've got that as a symbol of I love the show today, but we wanted to read out the whole message and it doesn't always fit on, so that means that you love the show if you start with an X. That's just what we've made up today, so if you send in messages on other days and you start it, presenters will be like, I won't know what's going on. I'll try and spread the word.
Right. I've lifted off my foil.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Just to say, we've got so many of you sitting with this in your baskets. You need to check out your baskets. Remember, you get the die cutter in there that you can use in the artisan machine with your felt. And if you don't have the artisan machine, how else could you use that? Just as a cutter?
Stencil.
Yeah.
As a stencil.
You can put that on top of your polymer clay and put mica powder in. It's like a stencil to put your mica powder through.
Yeah.
Perfect. You've got all your hemp cord in there, and the gleam, and the polymer clay, and the felt as well. Yeah, massive show price at $29.75.
You could also needle felt into that, couldn't you? Into the shape.
Yeah, you could use it as a guide.
Perfect. We've got just a handful of, a couple of those left, so it's just literally a case of first people to confirm it.
Okay, what I've done is I've just adjusted all my spots so that they're all where I want them. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip this over. I might need the help because remember on the first one we did, we felted it first, roughly with our hands. Well, we can't do that with this one, so because we want it to felt to itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover my design up, and I'm going to flip it over,
going to pop it on there. Okay, but it will come apart because it's not felted.
What
so
was that for?
Be careful.
Did you hear Debbie Bulford?
I know,
She
I
just did
just
like a
cackled, I'm sorry.
witch cackle.
I'm quite pleased with my little bead.
Oh, well, she's made a bead that she's really pleased with. She's felting.
Yeah.
Can you show it to the camera, please?
No, I haven't finished it yet to hide it.
Oh, look, she's made a pillow bead. Right, so so what I've got now is I've got my design flipped over. It's not felted, it's still just wool fibres, okay? And then I'm going to take...
And you haven't got anything underneath it or on top of it,
no,
just on the
nothing
bamboo
underneath or on
mat.
top. And I've got my edge. Do you remember I said there's leave an edge without any pattern on? I've got that at the top and the overlapping pattern towards the bottom. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just pull my mat. If you can see, as I pull my mat, that felt is going to roll. So don't want too much pressure on, I just want to pull it forward and that piece should roll, okay?
Oh wow.
Right, and then no pressure at all at first. We want to get that into a roll, apply no pressure. We're not going to touch the section with the actual felt in, with the actual wool in. Just start to roll it, okay? And you'll feel, as you do this, it becomes more and more firmer and firmer then.
Can I try?
Yeah?
Thanks.
Brilliant, actually, Lucy. You'd enjoy doing this. Ever so easy to do.
Ah!
That's it. And as you go, and the more you do this, then you can get faster and you can then start putting some pressure.
When you know that it's gone firmer.
Yeah, when you know it's not going to, so what could happen is it can sort of flatten and it just squishes against itself.
Okay.
But we want it to roll. We want to be able to see these tails rolling up and down as we do this. Then we know it's staying in a cylinder. And then more hot water, more soap, and you keep doing that. You keep doing it until you get this. I mean, it's started to go now. You can see I've got a what you call a roving. It's like a rope. Okay, this is it's nowhere near felted. You need to do that for a good 10 minutes, constant.
Yeah. If you don't do it constant, say if you like have a break and go make a cup of tea.
That's fine. Yeah, no, have a break and make a cup of tea. But you'll feel it becomes really firm. The more you do it, the firmer it will become. And you do the same process as I did before. Hot, once you've got it into a nice firm, tight cylinder, hot water, whack it. This is great because it's like a
repeat
lasso.
all that again to make sure I've just got that.
What?
So
you do this until it's firm, nice and firm, and it's not going to break out. The design's not going to come out. Then you take it, screw it up. Yeah. Dunk it in boiling hot water or really hot water.
And smack it.
And then unscrew it and then sort of use it as a whip all around the kitchen.
Now then.
Whack it on the
You know what I'm going to say we don't need now, don't we? No more of those messages. No.
But it's great, especially if you've got about 10 at the same time. You can really whack them around.
But be careful, because that could hurt.
Yeah, just do it on the
worktop.
worktop.
Don't do it on the worktop on your kitchen table or something.
Yeah. And then dry it out on the radiator or anywhere really that it's going to dry. It's surprising how long these take to dry because it's a natural fibre. It does hold the water.
Then?
Well, I leave mine on the radiator on sort of they'll dry in about 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
So
we're not talking days or anything.
But overnight they'll dry in in the air naturally.
Can you put it in a dryer?
Yes, you can put it in a dryer. It will shrink, possibly shrink even more in a tumble dryer. The heat will shrink it.
That's fab, isn't it?
Okay. So that's your roving made, okay? So just that's fine, I'll put that over there. Okay, so now attaching
I keep getting distracted because Pip is absolutely obsessed with me saying to you he wants to make it into a belt.
Wants to make it into a belt?
Yeah, I'm actually thinking curtain tie backs as well in my little boy's room. It's giraffe themed and we could have the little giraffes there, that'd be cool.
They're nice layered out, lots of them in a necklace. There was a design inspiration like that a few weeks ago we did. So that do loads and loads of them. They're great in ponytails because they look like dreadlocks.
Yeah,
brilliant. Yeah. Right,
this
so
is fun.
We're gonna just attach now this giraffe body into our giraffe head. So I'm just going to trim. You can see when I've done the felt, I've got these tufty bits left that haven't been felted. I usually leave those because if I want to needle felt into something else, for example, when I've done the ball on the end of this one, this was just one I made it last night because I had some left. what I've done is made the ball separately, and then I've attached it onto the end, and where these ends are fluffy, I could then needle felt that into the bead.
Okay, yeah,
so it looks like one piece.
Oh wow, okay.
Okay, so
yeah.
I always leave the ends fluffy, and then I've got more choice of what I can do with the roving once it's made. Okay, so now you're going to take your memory wire, bracelet memory wire, and going to feed it through the middle. Keep it feeding it through. Now with hindsight, if I was making these up again at home, I would felt the roving even more. I'd really keep going with it.
Is it easier to do it when it's a harder felt than push it through?
No, it's not as easy to push it through, but you don't get any of the wrinkling.
Right.
Or you get less of it. It makes a firmer bracelet. I think these are felted just enough for a necklace, but for a bracelet, I think I'd go a bit firmer. Right. It's not the quickest job feeding this onto the memory wire because the memory wire's round and it wants to poke out.
Well, while Gemma is doing that, we have been absolutely inundated with messages about scale mail. I think probably due to Gemma's necklace. So if you just have a look here, this is scale mail. And which out of the two of you should I ask about scale mail?
Well, if it's about linking it together, Debbie, definitely. And if it's about hammering it and patina in it, then...
So basically, both of you.
Yeah.
So with this scale mail that we've got here, well, actually, we've had a question. How has this necklace been made?
Okay, so I've taken each of the scales and hammered them down flat.
Here we go, and you're going to get your pack of scales here today. What's about to come up on your screen is a pack with clay, with gemstones, with mica powder as well, and yeah, you're going to get the glitter as well.
It's that really fine stuff, isn't it?
That wasn't going to... Okay, that's been thrown in extras than before. That's amazing. Okay, cool. So, in terms of the amount of scale mail that you're going to get here, these are the small scales that are... You're going to get 100 in the pack. So, you flatten them.
Yeah, you flatten them out. You can only do what I've done here with these ones, these copper ones, because these are solid copper. They're not aluminium.
Okay,
they're solid copper.
Look at the necklace again that Gemma has made. Oh, they're amazing. Okay. And am I right in thinking that underneath that is a chainmail template that you then attach them onto?
Yeah, it's linking them together. There's designer inspiration. Is there a designer inspiration with the chainmail yet, Debbie? There's definitely one Cherry did a long time ago.
I did one putting polymer clay on, like leaves. I think they've got them in there, I think. It's sorting all the jewellery out. But yes, I've done polymer clay and actually put
do you think it's in there? Cassie, could you possibly try and grab that for us, please, Sam? So that's the scale mail with polymer clay necklace, please. And you think it might be in the workshop room?
Well, I put a box on Laura's desk this morning, and it looks like they're sorting out the designer's jewellery.
Oh, okay, yeah. In fact, Chloe, come here. I need to talk to you. Chloe's in that room. Right, we'll get the price in. So this is the snake scale polymer clay collection, of which you've got your mica powder and you've got your glitter, you've got your scale mail and you've got gemstones in here as well. We're going to bring the price in on screen for you. Now the price should be £28.05. And the first 30 people to get it today will get it for £19.95. We're going to get that piece of jewellery brought into the studio that Debbie was referring to, that brings in the mediums of scale mail and the polymer clay. £19.95, VXGC07. So within this, you also have, well, in terms of your clay, you've got the turquoise clay. Sorry to have interrupted the demo on that. We will return to demo of that in just a second, but we've literally been inundated with messages about the necklace that Gemma's wearing. So the turquoise clay, you've got the white granite, you've again got also the pearl, and you've got the copper. They're all your clays. If it says accents on the front, that means there's something in them. So you can see you've got a delicate sparkle going on with these. It's going really, really quickly. We've also got a strand of the, oh, sorry, hun, can I just get those details back again, hun? Sorry, won't these be perfect for the giraffe's eyes?
Oh, yes.
Oh my word, they'd be perfect for little giraffe size. They're so perfect. This is the black onyx, and the gemstones that match the giraffe skin. So if you're going to want to do jewellery and make an actual necklace, and then you've got the giraffe, oh, this is perfect. Oh, it's fab. And then you can do your scale mail as well. Oh, perfect. So you've got the two strands. So you've got a strand of agate, brown agate, which is the football style. It's referred to as brown, but it's this beautiful sort of beige and white tones. And then you've got the jet black onyx, 10 carats there. So pretty. And then you've got all the clay as well, and then you've also got the mica powder, and then the glitter. What would you do with the glitter, Debbie?
You think?
Everything.
Well, everything. I mean, they're lovely to make charms with, to be honest. They would look beautiful as glittery leaves against some little flowers made with polymer clay.
So with
really
the glitter,
pretty.
do you mix it in with the clay before you bake it?
No, you just rub it on. You rub the glitter onto the clay, and you use a tiny little bit, and you just burnish it with your finger. Just rub it, and it just becomes like silk.
Before you've baked it.
Yeah.
And then you can see you're also going to get your scale mail pieces as well. We're going to resume the actual design of the bracelet, of the bangle, giraffe bangle, in just a moment. We are still trying to hunt down that piece of jewellery, because we have a mass of jewellery being sorted out in the workshop area at the moment. We've got just 6 of this remaining now at £19.95. 0800 644 655, and we have the piece of jewellery.
That's gorgeous. Can you imagine that with the animal canes, the giraffe canes?
Yeah, that would look nice, wouldn't it?
And then, yeah, with the giraffe cane.
On the copper as well, what a great
And
combination.
then these beads being brought in with the giraffe cane, because it's like giraffe.
The zebra cane.
Yeah, and the zebra. Ah.
I want it.
Truly inspirational. Amazing. Right, we are going to resume. Am I right in thinking as well, you could then just sew these into the felt, couldn't you?
You can sew them
okay.
in, definitely.
So resuming this here, we are going to read some more text messages out in just a moment as well.
Right, so here I've got it threaded onto my bracelet memory wire. Allow enough for it to cross over slightly. If we put the giraffe on, you can see the cross, you can put it the other way around. So the felt sort of meets each other, but the felt is going all the way into that giraffe. Okay, so we want it to cross over a little bit. Alright, so I've got the felt roving right up tight. I'm going to hold it really firmly, and memory wire is very tough. You know, it's tough to bend, but once it's bent, that's it. It's staying there. So you can really trust it. So I've doubled it back on itself.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold it really tightly. Grab the felt and the wire all in my pliers, and I'm going to really tug at that wire and wrap it round and round and round. And you know, Debbie did the hole in the giraffe with the wax Y cone.
Yeah.
The problem is it needs to be slightly bigger when you put the wax Y cone in. If you wiggle it around a bit,
yeah,
so that the hole's slightly bigger, then, because if you think about it, the wax Y cone is going to have the wire on the top of it.
Yeah.
So you need an extra few mil of a hole. So when you put the wax Y cone in, if you waggle it around to make it bigger, because then the wire cone fits in, and then you could use a Y cone, but a wax Y cone, but you actually don't need it. This memory wire works fine just on its own.
Okay, we also have been inundated with people wanting more needles and the foam base. Here it is, we've bundled them together, great saving to get them. You're going to get 8 of these. How long do you think, well, do you know what, we'll bring the price in for you. KIGC25, so that's 8 of the needles by memory. Is it 8? Because I got this, no, 10. Sorry, 10 of the needles. And it should be £10.40. We've got a show offer today. Take advantage of it. Free phone number 0800 644 655. How long would a needle last for, do you think?
Well, I'm on my last fine needle from when I started.
£7.95. So you are going to need to replace them at some point. You might as well do it now. It's £7.95. Plus, also, the great thing is you can never have too many of these blocks, because quite chances are you're going to want to chop them up, and you're also going to need bigger ones. So £7.95. You've got a big foam base here. You've then got 40 gauge. So you've got 10 pieces of the 40 gauge needles. Fine felting needles there at £7.95. Free phone number 0800 644 655. So Right. We'll resume back onto this again. So loads of you, absolutely loads of you, we've been inundated with messages for that. So there we go, just brought that forward for you. We're going to do it in a bit. Of course you can.
Okay, so
you've wrapped the memory wire around it.
Wrap the memory wire around itself, it's not going anywhere, and then just trim all this off so it tapers into a point, because Debbie has made it with a white cone so it tapers slightly inside. So I'm just going to trim my felt down towards the ends. Okay, and then you quite simply take some glue, pop these.
And what type of glue?
I use the 2-part epoxy all the time.
Great, okay.
Because it's great with fabric and metal, and it's going to stick anything. So I use that one all the time. And then when you put the other head on, just make sure it positions in the right place so that it overlaps. So I mean, Debbie's made those with a beautiful curve, so they just sort of overlap. You know, the necks just over, you know, almost like they're cuddling.
Yeah.
It's so sweet.
They love each other.
So, and that's
it's like us. We love
it's like us. We're all snuggly.
You're gonna get a kick under the table.
Where's your
from
animal
Bulford
print anyway? You're the only one who hasn't made an effort.
Me and Jenny both decided to go for the plain, so then we could wear the animal print, so the animal print was standing out. But as it happens, haven't actually had a chance to put it on. But that was the intention.
I just think you forgot, really, didn't you?
No, Gemma.
Well
I could be really mean right now, but I can't be witty enough to think of anything, to be honest. Right, let's have a look at some more text messages in. Free phone number 0800 644 655 is the number that you need to call to place all your orders. Look, Debbie's getting right into the felting here. Have you done much felting before?
Not like this, no. The old-fashioned felting where you had to go for hours and hours and hours making beads. This is much better.
We've got your customer names you can see there on the screen. This is really, really popular at $7.95. So we'll get those text messages uploaded in just a moment. Remember also, Debbie has resumed her challenge. We are going to get Gemma to resume her challenge again in just a moment. But have you got any sneaky peeks of anything you've made so far?
Yeah. I've got a bead
my word,
ready
I made
as well,
loads.
if you want to.
Little kiss, that means you're loving the show. Thanks, Star. This is Barbara in Hampshire. Oh dear, can't do the hoovering as husband working from home, so have to watch this amazing show.
Shame.
Barbara!
What a shame.
Oh,
So
what
sad
a
for you.
shame. Awful, you can't do the hoovering. Do you know what? That's the one thing of cleaning that I actually quite. When you've hoovered, doesn't everywhere look a lot cleaner than when.
It does.
Just the fact you can get away with hoovering quite a lot. Right, this is Patricia, and it's because. Hi all, loving the show, and I've just bought the snake scale collection, but as I was buying it, I missed what Gemma said about what she did to make her necklace.
Yeah, so textured, it's flattened down, textured, and then I've used the liver of sulphur solution to patina it, but I think you can use Swelligan, any of the Swelligan solutions on there as well.
Great.
But we will have some liver of sulphur in very soon, so watch this space. And
Fab.
we'll be demoing. So.
And that's on a chainmail base, so have a look at any of Debbie's chainmail techniques and DVDs. Right, when we come back, oh my word, I'm going to hit you with so many bargains, so much inspiration, so many text messages, so much fun, and maybe a bit of tea and cake. See you in a moment.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information. There are two easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, You simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker. If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Oh dear, it's a good job that I know I'm joking. Yeah, that's like, right, 3, 2, shut up, let's do it. So, are you excited, ladies, about your challenges? Look at them both. They look very prim and proper doing that, don't you?
Lethal we are.
We are lethal.
Pardon?
Lethal. Very sharp.
All right, whoa. With those eyes, killer eyes from the Bulford. Okay, we are going to whiz through so many bargains to add onto your order. And I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do loads of bargains and we'll do loads of text messages. And hopefully, if we can do bargain text, that would be ace. We'll see how the computer holds out with that. Which number? Yes! Debbie Bulford.
What? Oh, Dalmatian. I love Dalmatian Jasper. Isn't it gorgeous?
It is
Are
lovely.
you still allowed anything? You've only got an hour to go. Have you fulfilled your allocation? You won't use it.
No.
They won't use it. They haven't got time. They'd love to use it, but they haven't got time. If you had another 4 hours, would you have it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, Dalmatian Jasper is amazing because it's a naturally occurring phenomenon of print. You're going to get a whopping saving with this one as well. Thank you so much for all your text messages. We'll read some out again in just a moment. In fact, shall we read one out after this? Let's read one out after this. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow! 900 carats of Dalmatian Jasper. So, the shapes are, you've got hearts, you've got rectangles, you've got trapezoids, ovals, barrels, pear drops and diamonds. Oh my word. Can you seriously imagine having that laid out at home? Or if you're fortunate enough to have a beadery. Isn't it fabulous to have different shapes of the same gemstone? Oh, these are gorgeous. And also very workable sizes. Do you know what I mean? So what are you thinking of this one?
Well, I just think they look lovely with pyrite and lovely with black onyx. Do you remember a couple of years ago that was the top selling kit that had those three in?
I do.
Because they just go so well together, don't they?
Yeah.
Just timeless, they're beautiful.
They are amazingly beautiful. And you can do, I also always, when I look at this gemstone, I automatically think of the medium of polymer clay as well, because there's something about it that's very organic. And I think something like some of, you know when you make your scrap clay beads?
Yes. And you've got that granite clay, which would go lovely with that, actually.
Yeah.
Beautiful, yeah.
There's some elements within the necklace that you're wearing, actually, and with the
yes, you could use that with it. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, gorgeous. Can we just have a look at Debbie's necklace again? Isn't that fab? So is that all polymer clay? Are they all polymer beads?
Well, except for the silver, obviously. Yes, they're polymer clay, but then the ones that aren't patterned are just translucent clay mixed with jewel enamel.
That's fab. That's fab. And then using the felt to create the actual necklace.
The cord, yeah.
Cord, that's the word. Okay, we've had loads of people asking if they were giant beads, and yes, they are. Made by Debbie. Okay, TNGC50, Carol, congratulations, you've just confirmed yours. Got lots of you there on the phone line waiting for the price. So the price should be $36.65. If you were to buy them all individually, it would total $36.65. Over £10 only today is going to go down to 24.95. They are just gorgeous. See, I'm thinking as well, there's 7 strands. If I get these 3 and just do a tiered necklace, I mean, it works out £3.56 a strand. Back in the day, I remember these being about £9.95 each, don't you, Debbie?
Oh God, when you think about the prices of 3 years ago.
Yeah.
The prices now are just amazing.
Absolutely phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. It just shows the buying power of the company. And also with the big carat weight, also if you think about when you bulk buy, when you're buying at wholesale price and when you're buying at trade, you do get the lower prices, and that's effectively what you're doing now. You're getting those lower prices because you're bulk buying collectively as an audience. We're able to do such low prices because we can shift a lot of stock all in one go. You're getting 900 carats all in one go here. So if you think about if we were a bead shop on the high street, we wouldn't be able to fit in one day the amount of you that watch within a couple of minutes. So of course we're going to be able to do lower prices because we're able to move more stock. And at £24.95, that is absolutely amazing. You're loving that one. Congratulations to all of you. That'll be with you in the next couple of days. Remember, it's only one post and packaging price for all of your purchases all day. Right, Pipster, where are we going next? Oh, hang on. This might take me a minute. Hang on. Why have I got you are not alone? Round in my head. Why? Why? Thank you, Ryan. He's continuing to sing it for me. I am here with you. Say that again, what? Yeah. Let's do the felt after. Yeah. Oh, right. We're going to get some more questions in after this bundle here. Ready for another felt bundle. Oh, apparently there's hardly any questions. It's just like, well, we'll read some nice comments then. Okay, so, I love these now, ladies. What are you thinking of these? They're 925 sterling silver, gorgeous squiggles. Aren't they stunning? 925 sterling silver. Now you're going to get 20 of these in a pack. How would you use these, ladies?
I would put them in a multi-strand weave just every now and again. Do you know what I mean? So if you've got like a 5 or 6 strand weave, which I've sort of rediscovered a love for recently, and then every now and again put one of those in to separate a bead, so they're not all over, but you've just got that accent of silver all the way through.
They'd be lovely hammered as well, wouldn't they, when you do all your hammered squiggly bits?
Yeah.
In 925 sterling silver. No? Yeah? No?
They're hollow, so
they're
if you hammer them, you lose the hole.
You could hammer them once they're on the wire.
I'm just thinking
perhaps.
because we're going to go to such a ridiculous...
You could actually, once you've got wire through the middle, you could hammer them.
Well, I know that you do it with... I'm just thinking of a way, you see, to buy these is going to be a lower price than to buy this as silver wire in this thickness.
Oh, right, okay.
Really?
So where you would want to hammer silver wire... Yeah, if you hang them, my thought was, here's me trying to explain to the designers, I'm terrified. You get 20 in total, but I'm thinking if you were to put a bit of beading thread through and maybe a little silver ball or something, put one of these on and then hammer it, it gives you that dangle, doesn't it?
Of course you could.
Yeah, you could.
Of course you could. Oh, right. For 10, you'd usually be paying £5.95. We've got an offer today that's just fantastic. Go. For 20 of these, $6.95 is $5.95 for 10, or it's $6.95 for 20 in the show right here, right now, getting the deal using the code LZGC01. If you buy 2 packs of these, you're going to be paying 11. What price did you just say before? Oh, $11.90. Okay. Or you use the code at the top of your screen and you get 20 of them for $6.95. 0800 644 655. Buy 2 packs individually and you pay £11.90. Buy this the 2 packs using the code on the top of your screen. $6.95. $6.95. What is it, Claire? $6.95. 0800 644 655. She's bowed, but it's a bit of a curtsy bow that you did, Claire. She did a curtsy bow. Yeah. Would you like to demonstrate your curtsy bow once again, Claire? Curtsy bow. She's going to do it there. Here, Gemma Crow. Gemma's currently having dance classes, taking dance classes, doing dance classes. Is it a plie? Excuse me. It's being inspired in terms of dance terminology and jewellery.
I do street dance, I don't do plies.
Yeah, when's your competition?
March the 9th.
How's it going?
Bit scary.
Gemma's going into a dance competition for street dance. She's so cool. It's cool, it's cool. Right, 6:95 folks. I know we keep getting sidetracked. Thank you so much. Right, let's get your next comments in. Let's have a little gander through. This is from Pauline coming in. And it says, hi all, forgot to say I've had the best day ever watching JM today. Are you going to have more mixed medium days? Please, please. Yeah. Because, Pauline, you asked in Cheshire and you're from my home county, therefore, yes, we will. Yes, we are going to have more mixed medium days. I've just decided. We are now. This is from Aileen. Hello, lovely. Love the show. Only just discovered jewellery making and your show has given me inspiration. Thank you, JM. Oh, I'm also... Aileen, am I pronouncing that correctly for you? Yeah, I hope so. Oh, thank you very much, lovely. Thanks for texting in, that's lovely. And this is from Mandy in Tyne. Kit is loving it, loving the show. A bit too much, loving the show, a bit too much. Just burned the teal. No, the tea. I haven't got my specs on, just burnt the tea. Oops, from Mandy in Tyne. Mandy, teach me. It's all about jewellery making. That made no sense whatsoever. That was a teach me. $6.95. Remember, it's usually $5.95 for 10. Using the code today, it's a show price only. After the show, you're paying £11.90. I've got a question for Debbie. This is a kiss, meaning loving the show, still loving you all. Hi Susan again, your idol. Debbie, how do you add the polymer clay to scales that you can put it? Can you put it on, then cook it?
Yes. And it just automatically sticks to the polymer clay.
Oh, right.
Don't put anything on it, no glue, no nothing. I mean, the necklace I showed you a few minutes ago were the canes left over from the Polymer Clay Fusion DVD I did with Rachel Norris. You'll see me make that cane on that DVD. And it just so happens to have a little slice of it left. And it doesn't come off, it just stays on.
So you lay it on top of the copper and then bake it?
Yeah.
And that's it?
That's it.
How far is that? Keep those questions coming in, 60777. You do need to start your message, JM Studio. Right, we've got another felt pack. Pip, have we got time for a quick demo? How long's the demo for making the little balls?
A couple of minutes.
Can we do it?
Yeah.
But can we do it in really vibrant colours? Can we do it in these colours?
We could. I can do... I've made the ball ready.
Oh, you have?
So that I've made it in white. We can use a vibrant colour on top.
Yeah,
if
great.
You like.
Yeah, great. That'll be fab. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, let's bring in this felt pack and then we'll see Gemma felting her balls.
There's no call for that really, was there, Lucy? Honestly.
I think we've done really well to get to this point. If I was working with a professional team, I'd be more professional. I'm blaming you lot. So, this is a felt starter kit. In fact, I'm going to go over to Gemma and we're going to talk through briefly what exactly we've got here. So, we've got the foam mat. Am I thinking it's a little bit? No, it's the same size. And then this amazing pack here. Okay, so Gemma, the felt starting pack that we've got, you get the foam mat. Yeah. And the foam mat, of course, in fact, let's just pop this here. And for those people starting out then, this is everything you need. Absolutely everything, everything you need. Now, if I can just look a moment at Debbie, and Debbie is basically doing the technique that I first learnt, which is the needling technique to make a piece. And you're literally, look, check you out. Oh my word, is it a ladybird?
No, I thought it looked like a pumpkin earlier actually, but it could be, couldn't it? I
It's starting to look like a little ladybird.
Oh, no.
Now, you can achieve exactly that look. You don't get the black, but you get so many different colours using this. Now, with the starter pack, you also get a handle for your needles, May I ask if you could just demo how to put one of the needles into the handle, please?
I'd love to actually, because I didn't bring any of my handles with me today, so I've been, Debbie and I are using
okay,
needles
you do
without
get
the handles.
10 of the needles, and then with this starter pack you get one of the handles, so here we go.
Okay, so it comes like this, and what it comprises of is one little handle with a hole in the end and a conical sort of wedge.
Oh, bear with me a second. Sorry, with this do we get the fine needles and the medium needles, don't we?
Yeah, you should do.
So you get the fine and the medium. So you get 2 packs. I've only got 1 pack here, but you'll get 10 of the fine and 10 of the medium. Why would you need 2 different sizes?
Right, the medium, I use the fine more often, I've got to admit, but the medium needles, if you do want to create quite a 3D structure, like a larger structure.
Like a big teddy bear?
Yeah, like a teddy or something like that, then it's good to start off with the medium because it makes the felting happen quickly.
Okay.
You know, it gets you started really quickly.
But the fine ones then get the detailing.
The fine one get the detail and then a smoother edge, a smoother finish, and like for the felt beads, if you want a nice smooth bead, then the fine one does a good job.
We are going to bring the price on screen just before the demo because we're going to do the lowest price ever. Lowest price ever. Should have been $24.95 for the starter pack. But it has never, ever, ever been seen before at the price you're about to get it for. If you would like more than one of these, take advantage of it today. It's a show price only. That price is literally for our live show, and we are live just for another 40-ish minutes. $19.95, never been that low before. You get the handle, you get the fine needles, you get the medium needles, you get the sponge as well, and of course you get the big pack of the felt. 0800 644 645, got less than 70 available at that price at $19.95. So if you are number 71 getting that, you'll get it at the usual price of $24.95. $19.95, 0800 644 655. Okay, so putting the handle in.
So you'll see on the needles they've got a little, they're sort of bent over on the end. So what you do is you run the needle down the groove, that's all the way down the edge of inside that wedge. So the thin end, you pop the hook over the top, and then you just push it into the handle quite firmly, and it comes out really easily. Don't grab by the needle and pull out because these needles are barbed, so pull out from the end of the wedge to get it to change the needle. It is quite simple, it does, but it won't come out while you're working very rarely. Okay, so there's your needle all set up.
You do get a huge amount. You get 70 grams for this amazing felt, and it is just the most amazing, beautiful colours. So the technique that we're going to see from Gemma now is how to make the zebra print on a ball. So you've created a
ball. I'll show you how to do it. It is on the DVD, the first felting DVD. All these basic techniques are on there. But if I show you quickly, it's a bit like, I was just explaining to Debbie, it's a bit like rolling a bag of chips. So you take a piece of felt, a piece of wool, you roll it one way, then sort of tuck it in the other, roll it another way. So you're getting those fibres to cross over as much as possible.
Cross over and roll.
Roll, tuck them over, very roughly, until you get it's all sort of tucked into a ball, okay? And then you take your needle, keep it tight in your fingers, take your needle and start just stabbing into it randomly, forcing those fibres to sort of sew together really. And then once you've got it held, you can then go evenly all the way around to create the ball, okay? And that's how you start it off. And you keep going, and you'll feel the tension. At the moment, this is really squishy, okay, very squishy. And this is how it ends up once it's my next one. This is how it'll end up. I mean, this one's going to be bigger than this one. I used less wool. And you have to sort of weigh it to know if you want to get all your beads the same size. You really have to weigh it. You can do it by eye. You can do it by eye, but if you want to be really precise, the only way to do that is weighing it.
Okay.
Okay, so I've carried on that technique to get this ball. Then to put your zebra print on, I use this lovely bright green. It's gorgeous.
And they feel amazing. We've just got a few of these remaining now at $19.95. It's the starter pack, and it's, I mean, just to get the wool.
Yeah, yeah, it is a very good price.
Amazing.
The needles The needles, I should imagine anyone else should be paying that just for the needles.
Really?
Without the mat or the wool.
Or the wool. Wow, just the price of the needles. $19.95. There's loads of you out there taking advantage of this. Got a few more remaining. Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to start at the top of my bead, and basically I'm almost creating a spiral. So what I'm going to do is I've taken a very fine amount of wool off, pulled it off, and at the end just sort of twist it together to get it, you know, into one point. Then lie it on the bead and push the fibres in. Okay, just pop them in. So that's stuck there now. And then I twist it to get a really sort of definite line. I twist the fibres, lay them around the ball.
So you're using a fine needle?
Yes, I'm using the fine one now for this detailing.
Okay.
And then going all the way around and keep going. So I'm always, the zebra print is just like a spiral really, going all the way around, but then I'll join it in some places, you know, take another piece off and join it.
So could you do footballs?
You can do footballs. Have you seen the giraffe earrings? The little giraffe.
Wow, look.
They're similar to footballs.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
wow. They're amazing. They're absolutely amazing.
Okay, so we taper that one off, and you can see I've gone all the way around, stabbing this into the bead, and you can really refine the shape. If I show you now, see it's quite rough, and I can now, careful not to do this into your fingers, I'm holding it up so that you can see. If I stab in, keep going, and then come around the edges, I can really make that quite a sharp edge, and I can even sculpt this into, you know, you can make it like a twister, you can sculpt it, because when I push inwards, I'm compressing the fibres in, so therefore it's making it smaller in that area. So once you've really got a feel for it, you can really start sculpting, and if you look on the internet, you'll find the most amazing
well,
sort of
hopefully we can address that very soon. And I take it you just continue this technique all the way around?
All the way around, and just add in your pattern.
Gorgeous.
Add in a giraffe. If I just show you how to add in a giraffe print, that's quite simple. You just take off a tiny bit, roll it as we did, and make a little twist of it, as we did with the wet felting earlier. Lay it on, stab it in randomly, and then go around the edges, refining it till you get a very, you know, a definite shape. And it's as simple as that. It really is very simple and very quick. Okay, that's it.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Gemma. I will leave them now to get back to their challenge, these two little minxes that they are, because they are working on the same challenge. We're giving them both the same 3-strand pack. And with that, they've been able to use whatever mediums they want and grabbed a couple of strands along the go as well. Now, we are about to do Monday Madness, which means we are seriously going to go really, really fast, and we are going to seriously price slash. Right, which one first? Okay, okay, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We are going to do never seen before price slashes for you. They are exclusive to the show today, and it's literally on a first come, first served basis. Amazing, these are gorgeous. Okay, and what price, how much are you slashing? You're not going to tell me. So these are what, you're going to go straight down, you're not going to price slash, you're going to go straight down to the price? Okay, so you're going to go straight down, because we're really stuck for time. Okay, 50 carats, lowest price ever, London blue colour coated quartz. Excuse me. They are stunning, aren't they? This is an 18 centimetre strand. Oh my word, $3.95, grab it. It's a Gem's. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word. $3.95. Can you imagine these with the rose quartz that we had earlier? Can you imagine them with those gorgeous lemon quartz? Just take them, buy more than one. Buy them. Buy more than one. Get more than one of them now. How gorgeous would they be with those? With peace with that gleam. I've got an amazing bundle on its way with a bead scoop in the bundle, folks. A bead scoop in the bundle. Can we do it next? Because it's got gleam. Okay, $3.95. $3.95, folks. Buy more than one of these. Seriously, well done, Alison and Wendy and Susan and Sue. And oh my word, I've got tons of you. Tons of you there. We are really, really busy. Thank you so much for joining us today. I know you're loving the show. Thank you so much for all your compliments that you're texting in. Well, I've got to say, we're having a mighty fine time as well. We're having a giggle, aren't we, ladies? Having a nice time.
Absolutely.
Absolutely lovely. We're drinking tea, we're making jewellery, we've got bargains. Debbie's throwing felt all over the shop.
Sorry.
If you just tuned in, these are $3.95. Now, did you know you can shop all morning this morning with Jenny, shop with me right now, and you can shop with Ed all night tonight, and it's still only one post and packaging price for all of your purchases all day. $3.95. It's a beautiful strand. That colour is just stunning. Remember, these are genuine gemstones. I've got people seriously bulk buying these as well. This is going to be a sellout. If you want more than one of these strands, take advantage of it, and you don't pay any more post and packaging. We've got lots of people buying 2s, 3s at a time. Go for it. Go for it. Thank you so much for joining us today. Go for it. Go for it. Oh, you mean by 4? Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Gopher. What noise does a gopher? Does a gopher really exist? Is a gopher a real animal, or is it just something that lived in the broom cupboard with Philip Schofield? Yes, I know that. Is it a real animal, a gopher? It is like a big guinea piggy, meerkatty guinea pig, isn't it? Is that a... Yeah, it is. Just think of a fat guinea pig with funny teeth. I tell you, you're going to have gophers after you for that. That was a bit, wasn't it? Wasn't very complimentary. $3.95. 0800 644 655 $3.95. I think it's fair to say our ladies are having a lovely time. I keep looking over like that. You're just having a goss, aren't you?
Yeah, it's nice.
Having a goss and a doss.
I don't know about a DOS.
What about a DOS?
They have done nothing. Not inspired at all, not like they've answered any questions. $3.95 on that. I'm joking. Thank you. That's just fab, isn't it, to be around? Okay, we're going to do an amazing bundle offer now that these would look gorgeous with, because they really complement the gleam. Now, gleam and polymer clay and gilding flakes. So, Debbie, I'm just going to interrupt you for a moment, if I may.
Go on then.
You've got the polymer clay. And you've got the... now, this is...
That's translucent.
So
it gives like a waxy finish when it's baked.
So will this be like the one... the
similar, but you won't have the colour in it. You won't have the jewel enamel in it. But yes, it will have a waxy finish to it.
But with it being the yellow, I'm just looking... The second bead down on your necklace, like almost a lime greeny tone.
It's got lime green in it, yeah.
Will it have that sort of look to it?
It actually goes a shade darker when it's baked.
Okay.
You know the little, I don't know if I can say this really, but the lucite flowers that you can buy, the little,
yeah.
That's what they look like when they're baked.
Okay. Okay. So that's that one there. So it's not going to look like a vibrant, bright yellow. Basically, it doesn't look like that. You've then got this fabulous, the granite, of which Debbie uses a lot. And then you've got that gorgeous deep blue. And the accents with the sparkle in there. Now, am I right in thinking then, so you've made your polymer beads, and then we gleam it up?
You can do, although I would always say that if you're going to use gleam, always put it on a texture. I don't see any point putting gleam on if there isn't a texture, because it doesn't cover like my powder.
Textures, perhaps.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Great. So with these gleam colours, they are stunningly beautiful. They're the peacock colour. Now also, oh my word, the gilding flakes. Debbie, how do we use the gilding flakes, please?
Sorry? Gilding flakes are
I told you, they're just having a gas bag.
We are talking about
sorry to
product,
interrupt
actually.
you.
We are talking about
where they're going to go for a glass of wine after.
No. It's about product. Promise? Gilding flakes are fabulous. They are little particles of metal flakes.
I'm going to do something
those are my favourite. The colours in there are beautiful. Just remember when you put them onto your polymer clay that you don't sprinkle them on and rub, because it will just go to powder. That you have to actually take every individual piece and actually push it into your clay, and then you can put it through your pasta machine or your clay roller, and it can crack if needs
I really want to open this, and I've just looked over and Peter Fulman has just gone. Because they are crammed in there. I would say open it. I've got a Tupperware tub at home. specifically for this, quite a deep one, so you can put your hands in and then open it, so it just, and then it means you don't lose any as well, because there's so many packed in there. But have a look at those colours. And then you've got the chain as well. Chain, chain, chain. A gorgeous rose gold colour, isn't that lovely?
I like that.
Yeah, love that. And that chain is approximately 38 centimetres. It's rose gold finish copper chain, and they're 20mm links. But you're going to get a monster jam-packed whopper of a bead scoop in there as well. Now, bead scoops are just brilliant. I mean, in this one, for example, everyone is going to be different, but you've got pyrite in there, you've got some amazing jaspers in there, you've got some agates, you've got some amethysts, you've got, tons and tons and tons. Look at the size of some of those in there. It's jam-packed full of one of the black organza gift bags. Got rutilated quartz in there, you've got some different tourmaline in there. And the price you should be paying would be $34.60. Now, we have got a show price, which is just ridiculous. You're going to get 4 lots of the clay. You're going to get the gleam, the chain, and the gilding flakes, and of course the bead scoop as well. Oh my goodness, it's on a first come first served basis, and the phone lines have gone bananas. Congratulations to all of you there. Just need to press your option 1 if you're on the phone lines. Press that buy now button if you're shopping on the website. 1 post and packaging price for all of your purchases all day. AYGC62. You're watching Jewellery Maker this afternoon. We've got a designer inspiration show, and it's fair to say you've been truly, truly, truly inspired, and you're going to continue to be. Free phone number 0800 644 655. We'll look at some more text messages very shortly as well. You're looking now at the last 20 minutes, actually probably the last 10 minutes or so, of sending in any questions for Debbie and Gemma, and we'll obviously try and get them through as many of them as we can. $24.55 on that gorgeous Mystic Jungle kit. Okay, let's now. Should we do a brand new strand? Can we do box number 10? Because I think that's amazingly beautiful. This has got Debbie Bulford written all over it.
Oh, I like that. That was smoky quartz. Look at that.
Oh, that's
Look
lovely.
at Gemma, you just pouted at these.
Oh, they are lovely.
They are beautiful, aren't they?
Go on, Gemma, what are you thinking? Debbie's saying she'd match them with smoky quartz. What are you thinking?
Oh, I don't know. Dragonfly bodies. They look great.
Oh, dragonfly bodies.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Magical and mystical. Also potentially bridal jewellery in there as well, isn't
Yeah,
there?
there's some smoky, there's some champagne coated in the fascinator. And it's probably my favourite bundle of the year. Well,
could you just, really,
2 years
could you
maybe.
just pass the fascinator down, please, hun? On the polystyrene head. Thanks, doll. So if you were to do a design such as this, you are ridiculously talented, Crow. Do you know that? Oh, look. And then,
oh, that's lovely.
Just works.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you want me to do the rest of the show wearing this? I will gladly wear that. I think it is ridiculously incredible. You can't actually see it too well because I've got the animal print behind me. There you go. I'll do the rest of it. Don't get too close, you'll get the wrinkles in. You are not. These are beautiful. We're going to go to $9.95 on them today. It's on a first come first served basis. We haven't got many. We're quite low in stock. The colour is beautiful. 0800 644 655. They are stunning, perfect for wedding colours. They're a very complementary hue, aren't they?
Very vintage as well. You can put them with all your vintage, you know, the vintage styles, and they'll just work.
I'm thinking actually with that sort of antique-y gold feel. Beautiful, beautiful. My mum's got a lot of weddings to go to this year actually, and that's I might have to borrow this fascinator for her actually. Can you imagine going to a wedding and wearing a piece of Gemma Crow's, or wearing one of Gemma Crow's fascinators on your head? Can you imagine? Like going to Ascot. Amazing. Okay, these are just stunning at £9.95. 0800 644 655. Do you want to just have a look at those? Because I need a slurp of my tea. Is that all right? Thanks. Oh, you're flying in for this now. Hey Pete, you make a cracking brew. Oh, 0800 644 655. Okay. Right, Debbie, we were not going to be having, well, we weren't due to do these, but these are the texture sheets. Now, these are Natalia's sheets. They are stunningly beautiful. Really, really stunningly beautiful. They smell so nice.
Yeah.
You were talking about the smell?
When you said what you're talking about, we were talking about Natalia's texture sheets.
Do you know what? I've never presented Natalia's before.
Haven't you?
No, never Natalia's. No. They're amazing, and Natalia, of course, is our one of our guest designers who specialises in all the different metal clays, so the silver clay and the copper clay. And they just look at these; they're stunningly beautiful.
They are absolutely beautiful. They really are.
The peacock, different peacock images, just gorgeous, aren't they? Now the idea is that you can literally keep. Oh, bear with me a second, because I think there should be two different ones in here. Is that right?
Yeah, there should be one with a woodland scene and.
Okay, you get the actual peacock bird and the peacock feathers. I've only got the peacock feathers here, unfortunately. So you're actually going to get those two stamps, and I'll show you. These are the you to get both of those patterns. Now, can you imagine putting that onto your polymer clay and then putting the gleam on it? Oh, especially with that peacock gleam that we had in that previous bundle. 0800 644 655. Here we go. $14.95. We're not going to do that price today. We're going to do a special show price for you. Oh, $12.95 on a first come first serve basis. Never ever been this low before. £12.95. You can use your Visa, your MasterCard on a free phone number 0800 644 655. MIIA48. Beautiful. So you will get the peacock image on one, and then you'll get the peacock feathers on the other. I've got the peacock feathers here, and really with that bundle that we did with the bead scoop, you do get the peacock gleam set within there, which should be amazing. Which one are we doing next? Pip, our producer, has just said you need to tell everybody to pick up the phone and start dialing now. Okay. Tells me he's going to do something fabulous. Here's the score. With what we're about to do, I know what he's about to do. If you pick up the phone right now, it's a free phone number. We are not a channel that makes money out of you calling up. We're also not a channel that makes money out of you holding anything in your baskets. We're not a channel that makes money out of your postage and packaging. It's one post and packaging price at $2.95 for everything all day. You can get a ton, literally, it could weigh a ton sent to you, and it's $2.95 to get delivered to your door. If you call up right now, hold the line, you don't have to press your option 1. Get ready to put this in your basket. Press your buy now button as soon as you see the price. Press your option 1 as soon as you see the price. It is amazing, but do not delay calling up. Are you ready? Oh my word, this is so Linda Brunwell. I've never seen anything more Linda Brunwell in my life. Oh my word, they're gorgeous. Now they've been classified as the yellow quartz. I personally would have immediately said to Tree. The fact they've been classified with the yellow quartz, you will pay a low price at tag anyway, and we're going to do something severe. They are, oh my word, seriously, start dialing now and buy 10. £2.95 for genuine gemstones. $2.95. $2.95. If you've made a purchase today, just get these. Grab them. If you've made a purchase today, grab these. They're $2.95. They're genuine gemstones. We were able to buy a lot of these. We're just getting, they're just going. Can you imagine just, I mean, what? Put it on memory wire. You don't, oh, Debbie, what would you do with them? $2.95. $2.95.
I would literally just restrand them, because I think they look beautiful like that. I think they just look stunning when they're all higgledy-piggledy, and they're just beautiful.
Gemma, what are you thinking?
It's exactly the same as Debbie. Exactly the same. They just look great like that.
She just copied that idea. She just got an idea. But can you, oh my word, chandelier style earrings, but tassels, your pendant tassels, and £2.95. Seriously, you are buying more than one of these, aren't you? You are, aren't you? They're genuine gemstones. They've almost got an amber feel to them as well. So if you love amber, they're just gorgeous. Free phone number 0800 644 655. QKGP74. Shop, 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 shop. 175 carats. 175 carats for £2.95 is absolutely extraordinarily ridiculous, quite frankly. And what about using these alongside the scale mail pieces and doing a really funky piece with the different colours that we've been doing with the giraffe print, etc. There's definitely scope for using it there. I do love this colour alongside copper as well. Maybe doing some copper coils and then clusters of these. I do also really love with nugget styles. I mean, if you want to be really inspired by nuggets, there's a Chips and Nuggets DVD that Mark Smith has created as well. You can get loads of inspiration. If you try doing a bead with nuggets, it looks fab. It just looks like a cluster of yeah. You are buying more than one, aren't you? Yeah, most people are. 0800 644 655. We're going to read another text message in just a moment and see how you're doing out there. Free phone number 0800 644 655. QKGP74. Michelle in Derbyshire would like everybody to know that a gopher looks like a slim beaver. Michelle, I think that's a I think that's a great way of counteracting what we said earlier, which was a large fat guinea pig. So if we say a slim beaver, there we go, we've done a positive and a negative. Thanks, doll. Oh dear. Hi all! Debbie, is there any chance you could do a DVD on polymer clay for children?
Yes, I have been asked to do that actually. Paul has asked me to do one.
Right, we'll get on with it. It's not like you're busy or anything. What are you doing after the show?
Can't do one tonight because you're doing one tonight.
I'm doing one tonight.
At 9 o'clock. Gemma's doing her DVD tonight.
Oh, you're filming one then. So what are you going to do? You're going to go to the pub in between. Well, loads of you waiting on the phone lines. Are you two need to seriously go for a drink after the show?
I need something, that's for sure.
Ah, dearie me. Okay, do hold the line. Press your option 1. Don't worry, you answered in the order that you call in. And we'll answer your calls in the order that you called in. Well done, Lucy. Great use of the English language this afternoon. Fabulous, fabulous. I'm not used to presenting till this time in the afternoon. I've usually got my onesie on by now. I've turned into a onesie fanatic. £2.95. Well, only until I didn't have one until Christmas Eve, and now I've got 4. I don't know
secretly
what I'm
wanted
doing.
one for Christmas.
Did you?
I
had one for Christmas.
You had one for Christmas?
Yes, bright pink.
Let's have a
My
onesie
mother
day.
bought it for me.
Let's have a onesie day. Your mother brought you a bright pink onesie?
My mum bought me a bright pink one, and she knows I don't wear pink, but she says I'm really sorry because she bought my husband a Superman one and couldn't find another one for me, so she said that's all I could find. Bright pink. Thank you very much.
Hold the line. Please can you wear it on air?
No.
Oh,
I've already done it. Boxing Day we had What's Your Worst Present Day. Phone-in. Some of the phone-ins were really funny, but mine was definitely my onesie.
Oh no, you see. I feel like a giant jelly baby in it. It says, right, £2.95, where to next then, Pipster? Is this ruby zoisite? I find this gemstone utterly fascinating. It's usually, it was first discovered on the Kenyan and Tanzanian border. And in Tanzania, that's where that's where tanzanite is and the only place it's discovered. And in Kenya, you get a lot of rubies. Now, pretty much on that border is where the first discovery of ruby zoisite was found. Zoisite is the tanzanite family, is zoisite. And so it makes gemological and geographical sense that two should bond in some sort of form, and they have, and nature's done it for us. Ruby has been found in a gemstone of zoisite, the tanzanite family, creating ruby zoisite. It's an amazing gemstone that gives you this phenomenal green that is only really comparable to that of tsavorite, also discovered in Kenya, so it all sort of makes sense. But then you've got these deep, beautiful, rich ruby tones that come through. Now they're quite heavy as well, zoisite bead. So you can feel, not heavy, but you can certainly feel there's a luxury. You know that you're buying something that's away from the norm and certainly a genuine gemstone. Ignore that, there's the wrong details that have just popped up on your screen. We're just having a graphical doodah moment of doodahness. Because that made sense. These are exquisite, absolutely exquisite. They're completely unique and individual. I think you can only really compare that green to that of perhaps malachite is similar. Are you used to working with this gemstone? Is the gemstone you've had much contact with, ladies?
It was my first commission was for ruby zoisite.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Goodness.
And I'd never used it before that. And it was actually Ruby wedding anniversary, but she wasn't a sparkly ruby person. She was more of a, you know, earth tones, sort of rustic styling.
What
so I went with
great
those,
idea.
and it was yeah, it was a well-received gift. It was nice.
I bet. Now, unfortunately, we've just lost our graphics. Can I tell everybody the code and the price? Pete, please, because I need to actually write it down to be legal. Please may I have a piece of paper and a pen? Thank you, darling. Right. Back to the days of the quill. What's the code, doll? I, M for mother. And the price is yes, thank goodness for that, because my writing, oh, I tell you, that's quite a potent pen, isn't it? Whew. Thank you, darling. I've just dropped the pen lid. I'll grab it in a moment. Oh my word, right, you need these in your life at £6.95. Oh, we're going lower. This is honestly, if you are going to make one purchase of today's show, make it these ones. Seriously, the rarity of this gemstone. How often do you walk down the high street and say, oh, there's ruby zoisite in that jeweller's window? We're down to £5.50 and it's for today only, and you've literally got 10 minutes, not even, to get this. You need to check out your baskets. You need to bulk buy this because that is an amazing, amazing, amazing price. I've not even seen ruby zoisite small chips at that price before. £5.50, 465 carats. Trust me, this is a geographical, gemological, fabulosticness of fabulousness. And that is the technical term. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. If anybody would like to quickly text in and comment on the price of this ruby zoisite, it would be great to hear from you, because I need backup here, because that is amazing. £5.50 for ruby zoisite.
That's a great price.
Amazing.
Isn't it?
I didn't get my ruby zoisite here when I bought mine because we weren't selling it in big rounds like that, and that's what I needed, and I paid a lot more, and the quality was not like that. They were more matte, they weren't polished, so yeah.
Buy more than one, because I've never seen ruby zoisite at this carat weight, this quality, and just like Gemma said, you know, we do ruby zoisite chips. When have you last seen a round of ruby zoisite? It takes a very large piece of a gemstone to be able to get this size of a perfect round like this as well. At £5.50, it's amazing. Okay, we're going to go to check out your baskets on that one. Let's go. Oh, I just love this. It makes me think I'm going on my holidays. It comes from the Dominican Republic and it's Larimar. Have you looked at the prices? If you've ever been to the Dominican Republic, I've never been, but I've heard so many stories of people saying that they've been and the prices are insane. Our prices are lower than most places out there, apparently. Now we are going to have to go over to Debbie and Gemma very, very soon, because they've done some amazing work with their challenge. But in the meantime, let's have a look at this. Of course, summer, we are closer to starting summer than we were the start of the winter. There's the positive. They look amazing with pearls. This is Monday Madness. This is a little bit ridiculous. Genuine Larimar at £5.95. What's happening? We're doing Monday Madness. You've got the last few chances to grab everything in your basket. Oh my word, we're going to £3.95, £3.95, £3.95, £3.95. Ed, can you quickly run across the screen doing a £3.95 dance, please? I love it, and he just does it. He doesn't even...
Some sort of performing monkey.
You are my performing monkey. Here we go. $3.95, $3.95. Back the other way. $3.95, $3.95. Back the other way.
Tomfoolery.
Come on, it's good. It gets your blood pumping, ready for your show. Ed's going to be joining you in a matter of minutes, folks, and you can add on to your order with Ed all evening. Take advantage of that one post and packaging price. $3.95. Whack these on the order. You might as well if you've made a purchase today. And you never know, you might just get another $3.95 dance out of him this evening. It'll be well worth watching. Free phone number 0800 644 655. You're looking at 230 carats at $3.95. And of course you get the pearls with those as well. They're amazing. $3.95. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And do you know what? We can't do a show with Gemma without doing a wire bundle. Can we do number 7, please? Now, Gemma, have you got any of your rings on? Your wire rings?
No, but I made one this morning. I think Jenny left it.
No, she had it on when she went.
Jenny nabbed it. The reason I'm talking about that is because this gauge of wire is perfect for hammering, and you can make just pure wire rings. You don't even need to think about gemstones. It's 1.5 mil. Now we've got 30. Got a few of those Larimar strands still in stock. You've got 30 meters of 1.5. And it's amazing. It's amazing. Amazing thickness of wire. Perfect for hammering, for texturing. So you've got the antique bronze colour, you've got the copper colour, and you've got the gold colour. And really, if you want to just do really fab, chunky pieces, if you want to do gents jewellery as well, gents rings, or if you want to do gents jewellery and get a really hammered look, fantastic for doing detailing on bangles. A 1.5 is the thickest gauge wire that we have, and it looks amazing once it's textured. If you think about using it alongside the scale mail as well that we brought to you earlier in the show, think about how you can texture that and then put it alongside the copper wire that we've got here. Right. Now the price you should be paying is $29.85. Now our prices are incredibly competitive anyway, aren't they, Gemma? What are you thinking? A 1.5 mil? Oh my word, we're doing $14.95 for all three. Can you get a real 10 meters of 1.5 mil for a £5 anywhere else? £5, $14.95. We can't do a wire work, or we can't do a show with Gemma and not do a wire bundle. We've been doing the Polymer Clay bundle offers, but seriously, Gemma's just very cleverly shut the door with her little bottom as well. I just saw you saying, that's lovely. Very niftily done, very elegant there. I mean, Gemma, 1.5 mil, what do you tend to use this gauge for?
Really chunky jewellery, not much, that you don't need much weaving in, so it makes the structure all by itself. So we've got a course on Wednesday on using the higher gauges of wire.
Really?
Yeah, it's the first one, Wednesday. A few spaces left.
Few spaces left to go for the higher gauge of wire at $14.95. Now I'm going to go over to the ladies because they have, of course, been working on the challenge today. And the challenge was I gave them both the same gemstone 3 strands, and they were allowed to choose anything to go with them. Now, $14.95. Can I just say, you have got literally 2 minutes to get that wire offer, and after that the price is going to go back up to, what was it, $29.85. $14.95. Seriously, check them out right now. Press your buy now button because we've got about another 2 minutes, and that price that's in your basket, you're going to be paying double. Don't pay double, pay $14.95. Get it now. You've got a 30-day money back guarantee. I've got tons of you on the phone lines that need to press your option 1. I've got loads of you that need to press out your buy now button on the website. If you've got anything sat in your basket from today's show, you need to press your buy now button right now, or it's going to go back up to pre-show prices, and you don't want that. So, oh my word. Ladies, 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 you both had exactly the same 3-strand pack as your starting point. And look at this. I mean, my goodness. Gemma, this is ridiculous.
That's better.
They're just having a dilly-dally around.
It's better on the bigger one, isn't it?
That's good.
Check out those baskets. And we've got 17 of the wire bundle remaining.
That's lovely.
Okay, so quickly, we've got apparently we've only got about a minute left. Gemma, talk us through what you've done.
So it's the felt roving for the neckline to go around the neck, some wax Y cone on the end, and I used one of the big cutters to do a stencil and graduate the felt inside and stitch the beads in. That's it.
Amazing. And then this piece here.
Just loads of chain.
Look, this is the little whale beads. Look at those. Look amazing. Just stunning. And Debbie?
I used the Gizmo to make some little wire beads to put in between all the other beads, and Gizmo a bracelet. Had to go doing the felt. Never done that before.
You've never done felting before?
Not felting like that before. I really enjoyed doing that bracelet. Really enjoyed it, and then just did just a string necklace.
And isn't it fab to get two minds on the same 3-strand pack and look at the difference in the jewellery? It's been a fab day. We've now sold out that wire offer. We cannot thank you enough for your interaction, and I think it's fair to say it's been a huge success today in terms of the response that we have heard, and we intend to do something again very soon. You two ladies must be absolutely mashed within an inch of your lives.
No, fine,
Debbie
actually.
more so than me. She's been here since 8 o'clock.
Well, you're doing
I didn't stroll in till 10:15.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Everything that will be photographed and put up on our Facebook page. I will be back with you on Saturday. Don't go anywhere. Ed's next. Add to your order. Bye for now. Bye.